What is?
I'm going to have one of those
Oh,
days.
Lord, please. Are you serious?
I can't explain it.
Well, doesn't need
I think the Lord is just trying to tell me something.
Yeah, I agree.
So
You got to listen.
I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you?
I'm all right. I was fine. I was happy. I was in a good mood. Now it's down. I can't do this every day.
I can't either.
Okay.
All right.
So got to listen.
All right.
Okay.
Would you like me to leave now or what?
I'm hoping you're going to get better. That's all I can say.
I do too.
But I can't expect it anymore.
No, I can't either.
Okay.
I agree.
So you got to listen.
I do.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
You see the debate last night?
Wow. No, I did not see that either.
Oh.
I didn't see that coming.
I think you're good, though. I mean, they're gonna have,
I think I know where the guys stand.
they're going to have 4 of these, really?
The debates?
Yeah.
No, they got one more.
That's it?
Yeah.
I feel like it's the end of, like, the preseason.
They have one more, but there's 3.
There's 3 total?
There's 3 between Obama and Clinton. And,
that'd be
and
an election.
McCain. Yeah. McCain, I just, all I needed to watch was 5 minutes of it last night. Yeah. That's all I watched. And it looks like McCain wants to stab Obama at this point. He looks like he genuinely hates the guy because he's frustrated with him.
For a lot of reasons, I'm sure.
He doesn't think he's worthy, and yet he's getting crushed by him now. McCain is like, he's just spitting a bit at this point. He's just everything out of his mouth is just a disaster. Yeah. And if we don't vote Obama at this point, there'll never be a Democratic president again. If what we're going through now, the economy's up the freaking river, the war is a disaster. If they vote a George Bush clone in again, well, don't ever expect any other Democratic president. I mean, it can't happen. Just can't happen.
This country elected and re-elected the worst president in its history, George Bush. So it can happen.
The only wonder is if racism gets involved. That's the only reason why a Democratic president wouldn't get elected here.
Or it could be the other way around, too.
Meaning what?
Well, if more black people vote because it's Obama.
All right, so that should balance it out then.
It should, yeah. So,
but I think there are more racists than black people.
Sadly.
Yeah, probably true. Yeah.
So we'll have to wait and see. Terry, what do you think?
Thought that was her.
You don't even realize how bad I feel
About what?
about this whole thing.
Oh, all right, well. I mean, you shouldn't feel bad. It just is what it is, I guess.
So,
You want to have a good cry?
yeah,
Oh, jeez.
I do.
Oh, Lord.
Well, this is her livelihood, you know.
Yeah, well, and I only ask of one thing is be able to do it.
And be on time.
And be on
That's
time.
2, yeah.
And I have for many years.
And touch your privates at 7:30.
Oh, jeez.
You've been asking that for a while. We just do it, whatever, you know.
Don't cry. Oh, I wasn't serious about the cry. You'll be all right. It's going to work itself out. Stop screaming at football games. You should be fine.
It has nothing to do with that.
Oh, jeez. Are you sick? She's going to have a good cry, really.
I don't want that.
It's
though.
nice.
Can I go home?
I don't want Terry to cry.
You going to go home?
Yes.
If you want to go home, go home.
Okay.
I can't keep you here if you don't want to be here. If you want to go home, absolutely go home. All right? If you want to stay, stay. This is still a free country today. I don't know about tomorrow what the world's going to be like, but it is today, Terry. I am not. If you're sick or you don't feel like you can do the job, well, then if you want to go home, then go home. I don't know what to tell you. Are you asking if you don't ever have to ask to go home. If you want to go home, go home. Wow. Somebody?
No, not me first.
This is comfortable.
Even the Pooh can't joke about this.
I don't know. I don't want to.
Don't put on Tari yet, ladies and gentlemen. Don't put it on yet. It's not a happy sight. I mean, is there anything I can do? Are you mad at me? Who are you mad at? McCain?
Yes.
It's all his fault. Damn him.
Bastard.
Everyone's not dealing with the best times right now, Terry. We'll all get through this, all right? Everyone, I've heard a lot of weird stories out there. People's 401ks becoming 201ks. Terry's voice is becoming, who knows? How's Tiffany Warner doing? She recovered, right?
She's doing better.
I saw her interviewing someone on the red carpet for
Really?
Yeah.
for hip hop. What's it? All
Magazine.
Access.
Really?
Access.
So she's doing all right.
What's the website called?
Allhiphop.com.
Allhiphop.com.
On
yeah.
TV, though. Oh, online.
Yeah, it's a website.
But it's a big
big website. Allhiphop.com.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she's doing okay. interviewing all the A-list people.
Before you know it, that'll be a channel on DirecTV and Comcast, and she'll be on TV.
There you go.
She's doing fine.
That's good.
Looks hotter than ever too.
Wow. Gotta start returning some of her MySpace emails
You might want to, yes.
before she gets too big for me.
Before she loses her voice and can't tell you how much she loves you.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Randy's on the line saying he is a racist and will not vote for Obama.
Really?
I don't think that's what we need right now.
No.
Terry's in the middle of a good cry. Let's have her. I think if you get the good cry out, maybe you'll be better. Don't fight the cry now.
Just
You're fighting the cry.
frustrated because I don't know what's going on.
Oh, jeez.
I've gone to doctors like you wouldn't believe.
And what did the doctor say?
There's nothing wrong with my throat.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten videos of that. There's no noise.
They've done MRIs on your throat?
Yes.
And they say there's nothing wrong
There's
with it.
nothing wrong with it.
Uh-huh.
I'm on asthma medication
Oh, jeez.
for bronchial
Oh, Lord.
stuff.
Do you feel it in your lungs?
Yeah, I was
Oh.
feeling it.
All right. Well, just drink some tea. You'll be fine. But if you want to go,
I don't want to have a
rest it up.
breakdown, but I feel bad.
Well, then rest it up.
Because
No,
I
don't feel bad.
understand.
We'll be fine. This show is
But it's
never
not
needed
even-
anything. We don't need voices. We'll be fine.
Number one with silence.
That's right. We've been number one with everything else. We'll be number
ever
one with
break
silence.
down.
Number one with silence in the morning. Back after these words.
The T-Man Show.
She does have a very pretty voice.
Yes.
Yes.
That makes one of us.
You don't like her voice? How you not like her voice?
That's, she said she has a pretty voice, and that makes one of us. who
Oh,
has a pretty
I
voice
see.
in this room. Just a
Oh,
shot
no,
at Terry.
Terry's a
Really.
pretty
No one-
voice.
No one picked up on.
Terry has a pretty voice.
Yeah.
Oh, your sophisticated humor is just
Yeah,
so
I know.
damn complex.
You got very sensitive when I
That-
was taking a shot at Rihanna. Your
Even-
girl. Look at
Yeah,
you.
Hey, look at that shot, because I've been accused of, wanting to do her to such a degree that I overstate how good she is as a talent, and I think I can separate the two.
Her voice is nice.
Like I thought Karen Carpenter's voice from when I was 2 years old was tremendous. I didn't want to have sex with her, and
Really?
I especially don't want to have sex with her now that she's dead and has anorexia. In that order.
Wow.
She's probably not. Oh, yeah, I guess she's still anorectic because she's not eating now.
Definitely.
When you die, you don't eat.
I gotta have sex with the dead, but not those with anorexia.
That's understandable. Yeah, she's food for worms now. Huh?
Yes, she is, and not too much food, not too much nourishment there.
And I'm like, oh, damn.
Not too much
Next
meat on the
casket.
bones. Oh, we had to crawl into this pine box.
No.
Nice job there, wormy friend.
You know how hard I worked to get into this box?
And this is all we got?
Jesus, what a waste of time.
This is like a human worm right here.
No one knows what we're talking about.
I don't think they do. Anyway, but that's fine.
But I can play you a video of Rihanna singing where you may change your mind about how great her voice is.
Listen, I'm sure everyone has had a bad performance from time to time.
Oh, my
you
God.
You could hit me up with, like, on the website that posts the top 10 worst performances of all time.
She's on there, yes.
Celine Dion's on there, too, by the way.
Is she?
Yes, she is. Shook
Really?
me all night long.
No, that's not on there.
That's not on there? All right, but that's noted as...
Celine's an idiot, but she can sing at least.
Isn't that noted as one of the worst performances, live
It's the worst
performances of all
cover.
time?
It's the worst cover of all time.
Oh, okay. Like, there's a big difference. All right, so she sang it great, but it was a terrible cover.
Yes.
I see.
Just the fact that she would do an AC/DC song, that tortured everybody.
Uh-huh. But she did it really well, but you can't have Celine Dion
She's a
doing
great
it.
singer.
Well,
Whether you hate her or like her, she can sing. But she should
you
not
go.
be singing AC/DC. That was the point. And doing
Uh-huh.
her stupid little duck walk across the stage.
Whoa.
I want her to go away.
you want a lot of people to go away?
I
this
do
morning?
want a lot of people to go
Yes.
away. Rihanna's one of them.
There's a lot of bad moods out there. I think that this is all coming to a head. The economic times that we're dealing with, the Dow was down 500 points out of nowhere yesterday. We ended the show, it was up. By the end of the day, it was down 500. There goes more of your retirement savings than your 401k down the freaking tubes. I think it's all coming to a head. And when the change of the guard happens, when the election happens a month from now, things are going to change. People are going to get hope again.
Really?
Yes, when John McCain gets
Yeah.
elected.
That's-
Oh, my God. Really?
Exactly.
No, I think when Obama becomes the nominee, people are going to start feeling a bit of hope again, and everyone's going to get in a better mood. Terry's voice is going to come back. There it is.
right.
Oh, my
There it is.
God.
Welcome back, boys. Where you been?
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Now, definitely no one knows what I'm talking about. But anyway, that is something we can hang on for, all right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
If, in fact, he becomes the nominee. It's a big
If
question.
he doesn't, then we all find our nearest paper bag and
I don't.
Chuck it over our heads.
I don't know who voted for Bush that's now going to vote for Obama. Show me one person.
What you're not factoring in is
Okay,
that people that voted for Bush last time around are not going to vote because they're so disgusted. See, I do think the Republicans, because of the middle of the country, have the Democrats outnumbered, but all you have to do is get the Republicans uninspired like they are right now, and then the Democrats will come out in force and they'll win the election.
Can you get the Republicans uninspired? Don't they live for this kind of crap?
No. For some reason, the Republicans came out in mass force. They all rallied around Bush for a second term 4 years ago, and no one stayed home. This time around, the Republican base is so disgusted that they're not going to vote, and that's going to make the difference. That's what you're not factoring in, my son.
Oh, they're so disgusted that they want change so bad that they're going to go vote for McCain. It could go either way. I mean, I don't know which way it's going to go. 51% of the country voted for Bush twice. Done.
Yes, they did. And I know you're a little concerned. Did you watch the debate last night from beginning to end?
I did, for some reason.
Vinnie the Pooh watched the debate from beginning to end last night. The guy's got channels and he's making the most of it.
Oh, yeah, look at him.
You watched from beginning to end.
The whole thing. The pre-funk, the after-funk.
Wow, you watched the pregame show, you watched the postgame show, you watched the halftime show, pens up, half. And what was your take on what was the Vinnie the Pooh little analysis of the town hall debate? They call it a town hall debate, but it might as well have been a regular debate. They used to have in town hall debates that people in the audience would stand up and ask questions. Did that ever happen last night?
People asked questions,
but they were staged.
They looked so stiff and they looked so scared to say anything remotely, that would rock the boat.
Offbeat, right?
It was so tough to watch.
That's not a town hall debate.
No,
that's
not at all.
A town hall meeting. What kind of crap are you trying to spoon us
I want
here?
the disgruntled farmer to stand up with the John Deere hat on and the overalls and start
took
ripping
my
someone.
job!
Exactly. That's what you want. In Des Moines, Iowa.
Right. Give me a town hall forum here. You might as well stand them up at a podium and let them go at it again like they did last time, you friggin' frauds. So
they looked stiff and uncomfortable, and everyone was. If you watch the beginning thing on C-SPAN, I guess they were warned by Brokaw, do not say anything that may remotely affect these people's
and
career.
Speaking of warnings, the word was that John McCain at all costs knew not to get within like 20 feet of Obama because he didn't want to be seen as the short guy, because there's this unbelievable history in this country that the taller guy is the one that gets elected.
Yeah, except for Kerry and Gore. But yeah, before that, it was like every time.
He didn't want to look old, and he didn't want to look. He didn't want to look shorter.
Too late.
Yeah, you are those things that.
But I don't think it's ever happened that when two new candidates, when there's an incumbent like Bush was last time around, running against
you're right.
Wind Sailor Kerry, then you have a shot. But with two new nominees, two new candidates,
People always vote for the tall guy.
they vote for the taller guy.
It's weird.
Yes, and that would not be a John McClane.
He said something about hair plugs yesterday, and he says, hey, maybe I'll look into getting those myself. Like making jokes and stuff. It's like, Jesus, dude.
Well, that was kind of what Bush did 4 years ago at the town meeting. Anyone want some wood?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
I own a timber company.
I know.
News to me. Anyone want some wood? Anyone remember that?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Really? He didn't know he owned a timber company.
He didn't know that he owned a timber company because Kerry goes, he owns a timber company, and
Yeah.
I own a timber company? That's news to me. Anyone want some wood?
Yeah. I mean, how do you compete with that?
You can check it on the internets.
Yeah.
I thought that would do him in when he just seemed so out of touch by saying, make sure you check it out on the internets.
Out of touch to us, but in touch with people that like him. He
Yes.
talks to the regular guy.
All right, so Vinny, what did you see last night? I did not watch it. What was I doing last night? I don't know.
Anything.
I was doing what I'm going to do on election night. Whack it off!
That's right.
Really?
Nothing gets you hotter than the thought of McCain.
What did you take from the debate last night?
What did I take from it?
What was your analysis? What did you pick up
I don't
on?
know. Like,
What
I
stood
just,
out to you?
I just hate McCain so
Oh,
much.
geez.
So like anything, I'm just like, oh, you suck, and I'm just like mad at him. Like I look at his face and I get upset.
So it seems like you watch with a bit of bias.
Yeah,
I
totally.
see.
Are you going to vote or no?
Oh yeah, no, I registered like 3 months ago.
Have you ever voted before? Aha!
There's one.
There's one.
All right, we're good.
Well, you just neutralized one redneck in the middle of the country.
There's some 22-year-old white kid from Des Moines, Iowa that's never voted either that's going to cancel him out.
All right.
Well, my man McCain made a comment to Obama that I thought was like funny. He called Obama that one.
That one?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Call him him and-
Is that going to make the media reports this morning, or are they going to kind of shuffle that away?
No, it was on a news.
Yeah, it was like
Take it out of it?
immediately, like
Already,
after
yeah.
the
Wait,
debate.
how did he say that? I don't understand. He didn't say
He was
you
talking
people.
about-
He didn't say...
He was pretty much talking about what he can do compared to that one, like
Yeah. he was
And
talking
he
about-
pointed to
and by
Obama.
that...
Yeah.
All right, so...
It's not the worst thing in the world.
Is that
I'm just saying.
in the same vein? Oh, geez, the main vein. Is that the same vein as those that say those you people or those people or so? Is that the way you took it or what?
I mean, I think
was
it's
disrespectful.
Yeah,
It was disrespectful. And they tend to get a bit disrespectful in these debates because it's a competition.
But it's mostly disrespectful because he is a senator. I mean, he's kind of made his way in this world, whether he's
Right.
black or white.
So
he
he
didn't
didn't-
say that one to either of them.
He didn't look at him. He pointed in his direction,
Yeah, he wouldn't look
and
at
he
him like.
said, that one.
Yeah. He wouldn't even like barely look at him through the whole debate. Like,
Well, he's pissed at him. He can't believe he's
losing.
losing to a guy who hasn't even completed a term as a senator. And he doesn't think is worthy. That's how McCain sees it.
Well, whatever. He's old.
Wow.
But he's got Sarah Palin right behind him, so if anything happens to McCain, you can feel like you're in great hands.
Feel so
Yeah, the
secure.
election wasn't the same without a few gosharoonies. Just
Yeah,
not the same.
I watched pretty much the entire vice presidential debate, and that was pretty much the climax for me.
Yeah, easy to watch.
After seeing that, I just can't get up for just a regular old presidential
No.
debate.
You guys didn't talk about issues and stuff? No.
So I'm going to ask you again, point blank, did you feel that was a disrespectful / hint of racist type comment?
I didn't
Did that one? Or are you looking for something to finally put the final nail in the coffin on what seems like fading away John McClane?
I can see how it could be
I like calling him John
taken
McClane.
as being racist,
Die
but
Hard 3. Yeah.
People don't
I think
know
it was
that.
like completely disrespectful. And
So you're gonna say disrespectful. You won't go as far as to say it was a racist comment.
Yeah.
I see.
I want to, but I'm not going to.
It would have probably sealed the deal if he just came out with an outright blatant racist comment, maybe, or maybe that would have won it for him. Who knows?
That'll want it for him.
Oh my god!
Done deal.
If he would have had a Michael Richards Kramer moment there.
Oh, yeah. Done. They would have started playing Hail to the Chief right there.
Really?
They'd have wheeled up the old jet and said, congratulations,
They would
my friend.
They would have had the inauguration right there.
Yep, that's all it takes to win in this country.
Wow!
Oh my goodness.
Then the Republican base would have gotten re-inspired.
That's right. We're back. The South would rise again. I told you.
Pasty Dave just passed me a note that the Dow Jones Industrial Average, just in case you're following your 401k, Terry, is
Yes.
down 200 points to the open
Ooh. Ouch.
in the first couple of minutes.
Nice.
Gosh.
Picking up right where it left off at the close yesterday. We have more work to do here.
Jeez.
Sending everyone's retirement and 401k savings to money heaven.
Sad.
Yeah.
Now, where's that money heaven?
I don't know, but
Let's go find it.
it's a pretty rich place these days.
It is. Let's go find it.
Yes.
Walk in with a duffel bag.
Jerry heard the same comment, did not pick up on it as a racist type barb. Is that right, Jerry? I like saying barb. But yes, Jerry.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a racist comment. He was talking about who voted for a particular bill. He said,
Energy bill.
I
I
didn't
think.
vote for it, but you know who did? That one.
They were discussing energy differences that they have amongst all the other similarities. They do have a bit of differences as far as their energy policies. And are you a white man?
Yes, I am. And I'm 6'7". I think I'm going to run for president.
6'7", he can't lose.
Can't lose.
Well, would you? Vinnie the Pooh even said, and he's half white, half black. He said he didn't see it necessarily as a racist comment, but terribly disrespectful. Did Obama do anything in return that may be considered disrespectful towards McCain? Not to that degree.
No, I didn't see
I
it.
don't think so.
Would you agree? Would you at least confirm that it was a disrespectful comment and then some?
I don't know if it was terribly disrespectful. It was just a thing he probably would take back, but I don't think he meant anything by it.
That one. I'm trying to figure out how disrespectful that truly is. That
I don't
one.
think it had
I've
any
never
kind of
heard to
racial
anyone.
tone
He
at all.
could have said
That
him.
one. Yeah.
Well, he
He
did. He
did.
did say him like a different time, but he could have said Senator Obama.
True.
Yeah, but he wants to.
True.
He wants to
He
make him
wants
look worse.
to.
like-
Yeah, he wants to put him down a little bit.
Right,
Then
right.
that one.
Right.
But
I think
D.
would he have said it if it was a different candidate up there? If it was John Kerry up there, would he have said that one? He may have.
May not have.
May not have. Yeah.
D. Hello. Yes,
Hello?
D. Yes, D.
Yes, I thought that was very disrespectful last night.
Well, we're going
I
to find
would
the
have
audio.
said
I want to
that
find the audio
one.
on this now. I want to hear it so I can listen to it myself. We don't need it right now, but sometime in the next hour.
Okay, I'm gonna go smoke right back.
I want to. Coincidentally, that's what he's doing. I want to hear the comment as it was said. I can imagine in my mind. I'm sure it won't be that much different, but you guys are pretty much related to me just as I expected to be. Yes, Dave, don't worry about it.
Oh,
We're
gee.
still with you.
I thought that it was very disrespectful last
I know, we heard
night.
you.
I also thought that it was wrong that they wouldn't let Senator Obama respond to McCain's questions last night. Twice. Actually, 3 times they cut him off last night. and wouldn't let him respond. And then they let McCain respond to his responses.
Well, Tom Brokaw's been racist for years.
Right.
No, if anything, the media is definitely on the side of the Democrats. And
Well, Obama, they love him.
They
Love him.
certainly were accused of being so pro-Obama when he was
Yes.
running against Hillary and very anti-Hillary. So the moderator was just Brokaw, right?
Yeah.
If anything, the accusations from the other side are much stronger that he has a bias towards Obama. So, I don't know. I didn't see the debate. I'm glad I didn't watch it, to be honest.
Well,
But
I'm starting to feel like it's the end of the NFL preseason. Like, enough already. Like, I get it. I've seen enough. Let's get on with the election here.
it feels like this is exhibition games you're watching.
Yeah, this is like the third preseason game.
But
and
there's
I'm
only
like,
one game, and it's on the first Tuesday of November.
Right, I know. Well, I'm ready for it.
Man,
Let's
imagine
go.
if every sports season was like that. You get one game. You win, you're in the playoffs.
Yeah, well, I mean, I count the debates as like a little preseason. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, I'm ready.
When is the real season?
The debate, that's it. Yeah, that's the whole season. I mean the election, that's it.
The election.
That's
So
it.
it's a one-game season.
One game season.
Wow.
And then when's the playoffs?
It's pretty serious. It's
And how do I win this fantasy league?
You get first pick. Who do you want?
First pick in the draft?
Yeah.
Wow.
You take Obama, I take McCain. Done. See ya.
Go off the board for Newt Gingrich. Little Mexican guy.
The T-Man Show.
So when Senator McCain proposes a $300 billion tax cut,
Yeah.
a continuation not only of the Bush tax cuts, but an additional $200 billion
Right.
that he's going to give to big corporations, including big oil companies,
Ow.
$4 billion worth.
Ow.
That's money out of the system.
I got some news, Senator Obama. The news is bad. So let's not raise anybody's taxes, my friends.
Tom McCain sounding really dramatic here. I got some news, and the news is bad.
Yep.
Let's hear the bad news.
Got some news, Senator Obama. The news is
I
bad.
don't know if we can take any more bad news these days.
So let's not raise anybody's taxes, my friends, and make it be very clear to you, I am not in favor of tax cuts for the wealthy. I know you grow a little weary of this back and forth.
Right.
It was an energy bill on the floor of the Senate,
Sure.
loaded down with goodies, billions
Goodies?
for the oil companies.
Not my goodies.
And it was sponsored by Bush and Cheney.
Right.
You know who voted for it?
Who?
You might never know.
Oh, geez.
That one. You know who voted against it?
Wow. So
That
that's it
one.
right there?
Yes.
All right, it wasn't horrible, but it was not necessary.
That one.
That one. That one.
Right.
That one. The evil black man over there.
Now that would be something if he said that.
He stood up and took off his tie and went over there to kick his ass.
Yeah, Obama just like, hey, don't let the United States Senator little label fool you. I will kick your ass right here. That one? Yeah, that would have been cool.
I can picture like my grandpa explaining to my parents like who broke his windshield on his car and pointing to me.
Yeah. You know who it was?
Yeah.
You think it was some neighbor that you could just play off as no big deal? No. That one. Mm-hmm. You're one.
I can picture that. That doesn't really bug me for some reason.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst thing in the world. It was a tad disrespectful, no doubt.
A tad.
Not necessarily necessary.
It's disrespectful, I think, regardless of what race he is, though. I mean, he's going to do it anyway, and it's disrespectful anyway.
What about if he was winning? Would he say that?
No, but he's got to pull out all the stops now
I
because he's
guess.
losing. And he's losing at a fast clip every week that goes by
It
now.
was an energy bill on the floor of the Senate, loaded down with goodies, billions for the oil companies.
Goodies?
And it was sponsored by Bush and Cheney. You know who voted for it? You might never know. That one. You know who voted against it? Me.
Wow. You went against George W.?
Yep.
While Obama went for him? The hell's going on here? Loaded with goodies?
I love goodies.
How could goodies be bad?
Wait till Halloween.
That's why they call them goodies.
That's right. If they were bad, they'd
If
be
something was
baddies.
loaded with goodies, I would vote for it too.
Yeah, makes sense.
How do you vote against something that's loaded with goodies?
Oh, no one loves a goodie more than me.
We could use some goodies around this time, don't you think?
No question.
You guys.
Obama voted for goodies. Sounds
He did.
pretty goody to me.
Well,
Well, it's getting pretty serious down on the debating floor there.
it is.
You know, who voted for it? You'll never know. Like builds the drama,
Right,
the
right.
suspense.
Who, John? Who?
You'll never guess. You'll never guess.
Come on, John, just tell me.
Why don't you try and
I
take a
can't.
wild
I
guess?
don't wait any longer.
Please tell
I
me.
need to build more drama.
Come on, John Kerry.
Hang on 1 second.
Bill Clinton?
No.
John Edwards?
That one.
Oh, wow. I have no idea.
That one.
I am not in favor of tax cuts for the wealthy. I know you grow a little weary of this back and forth. It was an energy bill on the floor of the Senate, loaded down with goodies, billions for the oil companies. And it was sponsored by Bush and Cheney.
Yeah.
You know who voted for it? You might never know. That one. You know who voted against it? Me.
Me.
Okay.
Actually, more than I hear it, it's making me mad.
Really?
What you mean that one, son? Like for real?
That doesn't bug me at all. He's old, dude. That's how old people talk. Doesn't mean he's prejudiced. It just means he's old.
Well, old people are prejudiced, though.
And he's like 30 years older than
It
Obama.
just-
It's
it
like his
sounds weird to
son.
Right?
He's talking to him like it's his son.
He's too old to be his son. I mean, McCain's too old to be his dad.
Yeah, okay, it's like his grandpa.
You're right.
Sorry.
Grandfather.
So he just looks at him as like a young guy. I don't know. That doesn't bug me.
Kicking his ass right now.
One of those whippersnappers.
It's like when your son is like strong enough to kick your ass and then he does. Piss you off a little bit.
I can see
Yeah, I
that.
don't remember ever being able to kick my dad's ass, really.
Oh my god. I remember the day.
Well, there was definitely a time where my dad was not probably as big as your dad.
Yeah.
How big's your dad?
6'1", 330.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely not as big. But
Probably kick his ass. Now he's old. Finally, after 34 years, I can beat his ass.
Nice.
Yeah.
when I was Ribby Robbie back in high school senior,
Oh, yeah.
definitely couldn't kick my dad's ass. But all of a sudden, I started lifting weights in college, and I came home one summer, and I was like, kick your ass.
Listen here, Mr. Marine Man.
You ain't in, what was that joint where he did his basic training
Pendleton?
in South Carolina?
Oh,
No.
yeah. There's another one in South
Paris,
Carolina.
not Paris Island. I don't remember. Anyway, he talks about it all the time. And yet I forgot.
Pendleton's in San Diego, then there's the other one in South Carolina.
Yeah. Is it Paris Island? No.
Ellis or no? That's a prison, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, there's one in South Carolina.
Someplace my dad always talks about being stationed when...
He went through training.
Yes. Maybe it was Paris. I don't know. What's the difference? Anyway, what else is going on in this world besides the biggest election of our lives? Didn't they say that 4 years ago?
Is
It's
it
the
really,
most
though?
important election of your life.
Right, and what
it actually
happened?
turned out to be. And I guess they got it wrong, and look what happened to our lives.
Yeah, well, this country chose poorly. Mm-hmm. Nice job, guys.
Oh, we're all fine. Stop it. Anyway, what else is going on? What
Esquire
else?
magazine has voted Halle Berry as the sexiest woman alive in its November issue.
November 97?
Yeah, should be.
Or 2008?
2008.
Really?
Wait, I'm sorry. Is it Camp Lejeune?
What magazine?
Esquire?
Esquire?
Yes.
Esquire's pretty up with the times, wouldn't you say? There's no one sexier. And now that Halle, I guess they want to reveal how sensitive they are to the pregnant woman can still be sexy kind of thing. The new mom can still be sexy kind of thing, even though she bolted one through her hips.
Wow.
Sorry. New
I
mom can be
think they're trying to make a point there. She was
42.
Let's be honest. She looks great. There's no doubt
She
about
does,
it. She
yeah.
looks great. Everyone should look so good at any time in their life, not to mention at 42. But there are sexier women, sexier people in the world right now than Halle
Alive?
Berry. Yes. No, only amongst the dead. I'm sorry. You're right. What was I thinking? Of course there are. So what the hell is that all about?
I don't know.
She's in the top maybe 100.
Well,
But
They
she's
say.
42.
she is.
She has a child now.
She does.
There's pictures of her in Esquire, and she looks great, but they love to airbrush in that magazine. They're kind of notorious for it. Mm-hmm. She looks amazing. She looks as hot as she ever did.
She does look hot. I've seen pictures of her outside Esquire recently. I've seen videos, seen it all.
No, she looks great, but really, that's all we got. That's it. That's the hottest.
If that's the hottest, a 42-year-old woman is the best we have to offer. Let's say some aliens came down from another planet. We want your sexiest person.
They always talk like that.
I guess so.
Okay.
I didn't overdo it. We have to throw him Halle Berry?
Yes.
Seems to be.
I don't know. Megan Fox might have something to say about that.
Okay, then we get your hottest alien.
Oh, that's going to be so cool.
10 boobs on her. Look at her.
Like 10 guys line up and run a train on that
That's
hottest
right.
alien that
She
they
can-
throw us?
She can take it.
Okay, I bet you can. Anyway,
Yeah. So,
I can't wait to find out her specialty. Her alien specialty, yes. All
Oh,
right, so
I-
Halle
I-
Berry's the hottest, the most sexiest woman alive. The sexiest
Right.
sexiest person alive. That covers both genders, right?
sexiest woman
Oh, sexiest woman alive.
alive.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
All right.
Like a Shia LaBeouf, way hotter. Mm-hmm. I've always thought.
Especially now with the crushed hand. What else?
Yeah.
What else is going on?
Spike.com came up with a list of the top 15 hot girls gone ugly.
Yes.
You want to take a stab at it?
Oh, I'd love to take a stab at the uglies.
Always my
uglies.
favorites.
Get just the right amount of buzz gun. You just die to take a stab at the uglies.
Yeah, it was dark, 3 a.m. I was drunk. She looked hot then. Don't know what happened.
Yeah, like that story you told us recently, that the beer goggle
Yep.
effect is actually a true, valid, philosophically proven syndrome.
All right.
Yes.
Now I have an excuse for the fat ones leaving my house.
We all have an excuse.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So when you deign to ridicule, when you see the fugly ones leave our homes, you know that we were just under the spell of the beer goggle syndrome.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
You have what now?
a list of the top 15 women. that
I
look
don't know
really
if you'll
hot.
make it to 15, Terry.
I know, probably not.
What is it again now? The top 15 what?
Hot girls
Hot girls
that went ugly.
that went ugly. So they're not hot anymore.
No.
Halle Berry, obviously not on that list.
No.
Overdue to get ugly. But not Madonna's not on the list, right?
She is.
She is on the list. Good,
She
because
is.
I have a big little battle with Hotshot on this. He thinks she's as hot as ever, too. Or
Big fan. Yeah.
He wants
Still
to have
am.
sex with her as much now as ever in his life, you know, and he was
Yeah.
14 and watching the Vogue video. He was,
No, I know.
He was not wanting her any more than he does now. He thinks she's as hot. Would you go as far as to say she's as hot today as she ever was?
She's pretty close.
And I'm trying to convince him she looks raggedy, she looks haggity, she looks ugly now, and he doesn't get it.
I don't know if she's quite as hot, but I still want to do her as bad. If that
The
makes
top
any sense.
15. Well, that's why I wanted to make that clarification.
Yeah,
okay,
right.
so you don't think she's as hot
Well, of
as
course
she
not.
ever
I
was.
mean, she's 50.
Well, Halle Berry's 42.
Right.
She's as hot as she ever was, or just about. Top 15 women,
Yes.
just women,
Yes.
that looked great once
Yeah.
and have certainly fallen off a cliff.
Now, are they all going to be old? Because when you get old, you get uglier. Right? I mean, that's not really fair to say, like, Judi Dench.
Are any of them?
I mean, come on.
There are older ones, yes.
Are any of them under 30?
Yes.
Is Pink on there?
No.
She was once so hot. Is Scarlett Johansson on there?
No.
You think she's ugly now?
I think she's kind of dropped off the map a little bit. Yeah.
Well, dropped off the map to being ugly.
No, dropped off the cliff as
How does
far as
someone
looks
get
wise.
uglier? Like, if you're not old, how do you get uglier?
Well, you could find a way, I'm sure. Just don't allow yourself to stay physically fit,
Oh,
or
it's
you
fatter,
just
yeah.
get a gangly
Fatter.
scar. I don't know.
care.
You grow some terribly hairy moles. I don't know.
Wow.
A lot of ways. Who's on the list that to
It's
not
young.
over labor you, Terry, considering the
Right.
situation? Who on the list is the biggest surprise standout? Maybe because they're young, maybe because no one would think of it that way. That's a big name on that list that would shock you that they made the now ugly list.
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears, a good example. Great example. Not nearly 30 yet, 27 years old. And she looked way better at 19 than she comes close to looking now. And why? Because she's gotten not just thicker, but like mushy thick.
Well, she's had 2 kids, too.
Yeah.
I mean, either way.
She's doing the alcohol.
Her face is looking, her white
Right.
trash jeans are really starting to take hold.
If you look at my all-time favorite picture of her standing there bald-headed with a hooded sweatshirt on, swinging an umbrella at a car.
I just don't think that's
Not
everyone
pretty.
else's
All-time
favorite
favorite.
picture. Not pretty. Okay, you'll admit that.
Yes.
Not pretty, yes. That's your all-time favorite picture, not because she looks pretty in that picture.
It's just unbelievable how far she's fallen.
And yet,
Whacking people's cars with umbrellas.
in the
Bald-headed.
I'm a Slave video,
Arts.
I'm a Slave video where she's got the python around her neck. I think that's maybe where she peaked, but the next day she went downhill as fast as they could possibly go.
Was that toxic?
No.
I thought that was I'm a Slave. for
Oh,
you.
which one had the red leather suit on? That one really did it for me. Whatever video that was, that was my peak.
That may be the video that did for you. And it was probably around the same time that the I'm a Slave video came out. But the I'm a Slave video, I think she looked awesome in that video. She was like
Amazing.
in perfect shape. Her hair was looking just right. She looked just enough naughtiness going on there. And it was just a free-for-all of all the symptoms you look for in a hot-ass, naughty-looking, raunchy woman. And
Hairless, stretch mark free, and cellulite free.
and now she's just become raunchy with a capital R and not a good way.
True.
So you wanted an example?
Well, I don't.
How a non-old person?
I don't
how
really
a-
see that though.
You don't see it. You think she still looks as good today as she ever looked?
I mean, if she was a 10 then, I would say she was, which she wasn't a 10 then. But if she was a 10 then, I would say she was like a 7 now. I mean, not
Well, that's a big drop off.
Yeah.
not drastic. I mean, the way you guys,
if you were a 10,
the way you guys are talking about that, she's like a 2.5.
hey,
blah.
if you were a 10, you drop off 3 spots
That's a
for
big
no
drop.
good reason, and you can take age as something that you can write it off as. Although the cigarettes that she smokes nonstop does age you pretty
Does
damn
not
bad.
help
Yes.
skin.
Like, I'll admit that she has fallen off.
Pasty. Okay. You wanted an example.
I want like
There's
a
perfect
I
example.
want like a crucial example. If she looked like what?
You're not going to go from a 10 to a 1. If that's what you're looking for, you ain't going to find that.
That's what I'm looking for.
Give her another couple of days. She may get there. Although they say she's starting to make a rebound here.
Yep.
She's gone from a 10, I don't think to a 7. I think she's gone from a 10 to a 6 1/4, and now she's back at a 7. She bottomed out. I mean, let's be honest. Even though she was looking pretty bad a couple of months ago, she was never below a 6 1/4.
Probably not.
So I'll say
Bald-headed, really?
from 10 to 5 3/8.
Okay, fine. I'll settle at that.
And now back to 7 in the most recent pictures I've seen of her. But you wanted to explain to you how someone who's not old could fall off the cliff, and that is pretty much a prime example of what you were looking for.
That's a good lead off.
You don't even like it. We throw it right at you. You don't even
No,
like
it's
it.
a good lead off. I want something like drastic, like
Okay.
goodness.
My goodness.
Well,
That might be kind of hard.
Who else is on the list?
By the way, Oops, I Did It Again is the video I'm thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
That's my video.
A little before I'm a slave for you.
Is it?
I think so, yeah.
they
Oh,
have
yeah, I like her when she was
Who the
12.
guy? Who the guy? Who?
Amy Winehouse.
Oh, Amy
Yeah.
Winehouse. Well,
Yeah, if you go from Britney Spears 19 to Amy Winehouse now, that's
Yeah.
yeah, but
Drop.
Amy Winehouse was never a 10.
no. I never said she was a 10, but I'm just saying if you can go.
Britney was pretty close to a 10 in her hayest of heydays.
I don't think the list is 10 to 2s.
Right.
It's pretty to ugly.
If you're going to be a 10, you can't really drop off to a 2 no matter how hard you try.
Yes, it's tough to do.
But it's a pretty severe drop to go from 10 to 5 3/8.
3/8. Okay.
Tara Reid.
Tara Reid. I don't know. She still looks good at times.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Well,
Unless she got a tough boob job, from what they say.
Bad.
Her boobs are always oozing around her front into her lower torso.
Definitely got her boobs at stupid prices.
Oh, you got to appreciate stupid prices,
Love
though.
it.
Yes.
Great name.
It is a great name. It's definitely an eye catcher, and it'll get you in the door. And then you're not disappointed when you walk in the door.
Nope.
Because the prices are a little bit stupid.
This is so stupid. How can you do this?
Kirsten Dunst.
I will walk my stupid ass with your stupid products to the stupid register.
That's right. Call me whatever you
My
want.
stupid way
Hey,
home.
you give me a 52-inch TV for $500. Call me whatever you want.
Steve, who are you wondering if they're on the list? Who do you got?
Janet Jameson has to be on it.
Yes.
Is Janet Jameson on the list? Wow,
Great
our
example.
listener here, Steve, nailed one. Hang on, we'll give you a CD, even though we weren't even playing the game. Nice job. Janet Jameson has fallen off the cliff a little
Oh,
bit.
that's a great
Has.
example.
She has.
She was like the hottest woman ever, and then you saw those pictures of her that came out maybe a year ago.
I need to see her.
Oh,
haven't
she's
seen it.
anorexic and
She's-
flipped into Freakville on accident.
Flipped it to Freakville.
Yeah,
Is
with
that a bad thing?
The plastic surgery. Yeah. You know, kind of that Kenny Rogers look.
But she's with Tito, right? Is that the one who's
Tito
with Tito
Ortiz?
Ortiz? And she's pregnant.
Uh-huh.
Right.
And she's gotten bad plastic surgery.
Her lips looks like Tito punched her right in the mouth.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
Not with his fist, at least.
Is
Listen, you're going to tell everyone it was because of plastic surgery.
Yeah, no, that's probably true.
Is what now?
I was gonna ask if Lil Kim was on the list, but
No.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that would have been a good one.
Well, didn't you do time?
Yeah, she's out.
well, yeah.
Oh, you do time. That's a little bit of an excuse.
No, she came out way too much plastic surgery. Now she looks Asian and
Well,
something
those-
different.
Those C-block cell plastic surgeons really aren't as up to speed on the modern day plastic surgery techniques
I guess.
as the ones out in the Hollywood world.
Yeah, Lil' Kim looks like a different person, no doubt. But she's not ugly.
Little Kim did make the
No, I
list.
still don't.
Nope.
She's not like she's ugly.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Look him. Got Janet Jackson.
Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
Not to me.
Yeah, not at all.
If anything, Janet Jackson is an example, like Halle Berry, of someone who was unbelievably, remarkably held up well over time. I mean, yes, she's now passing out from and fainting and having exhaustion spells from doing the Running Man for an hour and a half during her show, Terry.
Doing the Roger Rabbit for 45 minutes.
But maybe that's understandable, but if anything, she should be on the anti-dropped off the cliff list. I mean, people marvel at her for holding up as well as she has. How does she make that list? What kind of credibility does this list have now? What kind of credibility? Answer me!
Yeah, I'm not feeling that one.
Renee Zellweger.
Just ruin your list. Renee Zellweger was always pretty fugly.
Did you hear me say Kirsten Dunst?
No, but she was never good looking to me
Yeah, I
either.
agree.
She was always looking like she had a face that could make a train take a dirt road. So
Meg Ryan.
Meg Ryan. Well, she's old though.
Well, that's what I'm asking about the list. Like, is it just old people?
So far, I've heard
It's a
two good
variety.
examples. I've heard two that really sound like valid list makers.
And that was
Britney Spears. And I'll have to defer to your judgment on Jenna Jameson because I have not seen any up-to-date pictures.
Those ones that came out about a year ago were awful. I didn't know who it was. It was so bad. And Jenna Jameson was pretty hot in her heyday. It looks like a totally different person.
Queen Elizabeth make the list there?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like Liz Taylor. I mean, you can't say she's ugly now.
Mother
She's
Teresa?
just old. God. Oh, Mother Teresa was so hot.
What about Whitney Houston? Did she make the list?
No.
Whitney Houston's not on the list?
That's a good one.
Whitney Houston was a pure, beautiful, wholesome-looking, I believe the children are the future wonder when she first hit the scene. And now she looked like the biggest crack whore out there.
Yeah, she's tough to look at now.
How does she not make the list? How do you put Janet Jackson on the list and not Whitney Houston?
I don't know. Ask Spike.com.
Well, Spike.com just has to turn in their channel.
I agree with you. They need to switch that out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was a cute name for a second. Spike TV. We all were just in amazement that you came up with such a clever name. But you're missing the mark here on the 15 most prime examples of dropping off the proverbial looks cliff.
Are you loving you some Spike TV? You watch it every day.
Leave that list to me. Give me 10 minutes alone in a room. Come out with a list and a handful of gin.
Okay.
A handful of it.
Wow.
Janet Jackson before surgery. Janet Jackson before surgery.
Mm-hmm.
If you see her in Nutty Professor 2, it might be the hottest woman ever.
I'm looking
she
up.
looks so good.
I'm looking up on the
Ever
call.
lived.
Looking up on the call board here. I'm noticing some listeners want to know if certain people have made the list. Jessica Biel on the list.
No.
Brandon wants to know Jessica Biel. I don't know. Jessica Biel looks still up
Good to me.
Yeah.
to snuff.
Brandon's just jealous. I'm sure if Jessica Biel came over to Brandon's house, he'd turn her down.
Amanda, who's yours? Amanda.
Yes,
Yes, Amanda. Who do you want to know if they're on the list?
Cher.
Cher.
That looks better than ever.
Again, is another anti-list maker.
Yeah.
For year upon year, they've looked at Cher as the fountain of youth. How has she done it, kind of thing. I mean, now she's 104. So you want to hold that against her? Fine.
No, she did not.
But Janet Jackson and Cher are two of the examples of women that all women aspire to be as they age.
How about Joan Rivers? She was never really pretty, though, I guess, huh?
They have Sharon Stone.
Sharon Stone.
Another good example,
I'd
right?
still do her, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, she's batty, and she says the most ridiculous things, and she's...
And her husband got attacked by a Komodo dragon. That's my favorite thing ever.
Yeah.
I love that story.
Her face looks like she got attacked by a Komodo dragon for some reason. I'd still do her. All right, so you got Sharon Stone on the list. Round out the rest of the list. Who else is on the list?
Meg Ryan.
Meg
I
Ryan
already
said that,
Kelly
yes.
LeBrock.
Kelly LeBrock?
Kirstie Alley.
Kelly LeBrock's bad now.
Kirstie Alley. That's a good example.
Great example.
But she turned lemons into lemonade. She took all that fatness and made a lot in endorsements.
Yeah, probably a lot of sugar in the lemonade. Looked like.
Kathleen Turner and Melanie Griffith.
All right, Melanie Griffith.
Awful. Great example.
Wow.
Looks terrible
There
now.
you go.
Okay. There it is. Don't be like them. Don't fall off the looks cliff.
Okay, I'm ready.
You ready to jump?
Yeah.
All right, here he goes.
The T-Man Show.
Look out! We're late here. Way late, Terry. Look at the time. Supposed to read this bill at 7 a.m. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, for those who have sent in their bills, and if you haven't, how ashamed of yourself should you feel? Well, ridiculously ashamed. Why should anyone be paying their own bills right now? Why should you be struggling more than you have to? And we all know how much everyone in this world, economically, financially, is in a outright struggle right now.
Right.
Well, one person who does not have to hang their head in shame is Patricia Dawson. Patricia, you sent in your MasterCard bill, and Patty will pay every cent of that. If you call in the next half hour, Patricia Dawson, Tacoma, Washington, you are on the clock for your MasterCard bill. Up and down!
What'd she buy?
Oh, jeez. Stepped over my ending there.
Oh,
What'd she buy? She hasn't bought anything lately, Terry. She bought a late fee of $35.
Oh, I love those.
She bought an over-limit fee of $35.
I just got one on eBay.
And she bought an account maintenance fee for $12.
I have one if anyone wants to sell it.
That's her September charges.
Nice.
Nothing else. She's maxed out.
Yeah.
She has a big old balance, and we will pay it in full. If she calls back in a half hour, her balance will be 000 as soon as she hangs up the phone with us.
All right.
Sweet
More or
collection.
less. I mean, we have to actually go through the motions of paying. You get the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a sweet collection of late fees that if anybody wants to look at. I've been
Right.
collecting them for years.
Wow. You should just collect them all, have a big garage sale.
Yeah,
Late
no, I want
fees.
to I'm going to hang on to them for a while. They're going to be worth something. I have a WAMU one, which may be worth something someday.
Yes.
Oh,
Or maybe they can get taxpayers like the government's doing to bail you out.
That'd be great.
That'd be nice, wouldn't
I'd
it?
love a nice little bailout.
That'd be wonderful indeed. What else is going on out there while we wait on Pat Dawson, Terry?
Well, Travis Barker did an interview with Us Weekly.
Oh,
and
geez.
said basically he's thankful to be alive and that initially he has always hated planes. And so
Thankful to be alive.
Yeah.
Well, aren't we all?
I think so.
Yes. Even those of us who haven't gotten into fiery plane crashes.
Right.
They could all agree it's good to be alive. Because, baby, I was born. Honest. What's that?
I don't know that. I wish I did.
Born to be alive.
I know that
Come
song.
on, you don't
Don't
know
know
it?
it.
Yes.
You don't
Come
know
on.
that one?
Born to be alive.
Yes.
Something like that.
Yes.
Anyway. I mean, I don't know it, but I've heard it,
Yeah.
so I know it. You know what I mean?
I do not
Like
know it.
I'm rocking out my tennis racket in my bedroom at age 9.
Right.
You know? Anyway.
But yeah.
You've never heard
I would
that
like
one.
to know it. What is it?
That's all I know. Born to be alive. Bo. 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 Born to be alive.
I don't know it.
Oh, jeez.
I should know it. That sounds like something I would know.
You should.
I don't, and I'm not giving you much, but I'm giving
Okay.
you enough that
Enough,
if you don't
yeah.
know it from that, you ain't going to know it.
All right. Terry, can you help me at all?
Terry can't help me much of
Okay,
anything.
fine.
Anyway.
So don't ask.
Fighting just to get through the day, you see. And she's putting up a good fight. A good fight indeed.
After a breakdown.
What else is going on? You didn't really have the breakdown, though. You needed a good cathartic cry.
Do I need to? Not
No,
here.
not now.
Please, I don't want to.
I don't know if I can take it. Yes, what else you got going on
It's
there?
like your wives, right?
My wives?
Your wives.
Oh,
both
you
of
point to
them.
both of
Yes,
us.
both
I was
of
like,
them.
how'd you know?
You're a polygamous now.
You think our wives have breakdowns just from being married to us on a regular basis? Every few months, they have to have a breakdown just to get to the next stanza of their lives? Is that what you think?
Yeah.
Well, that is awful to say, first of all. Not
I'm
only I
joking.
think I can speak for you too here, since you pointed to both of us. Not to mention how untrue that is. As a matter of fact, they do like a celebratory touchdown dance, as opposed to a cathartic type cry to
All right.
get all the stress and just the angst out, Terry.
Then it's I'm sorry.
My gosh, I don't know what you
apologize.
think of us, Terry, but it obviously isn't in too glowing a terms
I
situation.
love you guys.
Well, you can't say that, and then also in the same minute say that our wives must have to go through regular crying sessions for being married to us.
All right. Well, okay. You guys are the perfect husbands, and there's no.
Now you're on to something!
There's no reason.
Every woman out there should be so damn lucky!
Right.
My wives have it so good. They don't even know it yet.
Vinnie Pooh, you want to go on the street this morning?
Let's do it.
Vinnie Pooh he came up to me a couple of days ago. He said, T-Man, I think I could be doing more around here. I said, I think you're doing a lot right now. He said, no, I want to be your man on the street.
Oh, he wants to get out there.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
See ya.
Go be the man on the street. Talk to you at 10 o'clock.
Just stand on the corner. Sounds good.
No, go out.
Well, what does he want to do?
I don't know. I'll tell you what. At the end of the segment, we'll figure something out. Stay here till then.
Okay.
And then we'll figure out what to send you on the street, and you can be our man on the street. We've done man on the street stuff over time, and
It could be fun, though.
It
it's
has-
always fun.
It has been.
Oh, don't
a
get me
while.
wrong. Can't go wrong with the man on the street little aspect.
There's some weird people out there.
Pounding on Gay's door?
But that's not exactly on the street.
That's true.
He wants to be on the street, literally, as it's titled, man on the street. Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow.
That was an accident. Hang on. Okay. My arms are flailing everywhere, and I hit the button.
Wow.
Man on the
I
street.
didn't even see you hit it.
The T-Man Show.
So what does that name mean, Pasty? Are we going to be a break ahead now? No.
No.
Oh. Terry, until we decide upon what our man on the street is going to do for the morning.
As soon as
Yes.
Pasty heard that, he went run off the door for a cigarette. Tricked him.
It's like a reflex.
I know. The minute you heard him,
His lungs started.
I'm out of here. Yes.
His lungs started screaming, "Feeding time!"
Yeah, exactly. He was already up out of his chair.
Oh, my goodness.
One more story, and then we'll give you another break, Terry. What do you got?
Guy in Canada.
A guy in Canada.
See?
Yeah. What? I can't.
No,
we
it
can't imitate you.
stresses me out.
Oh, don't get stressed.
All right. Guy in Canada wants
But
to.
our wives are crying like babies right now. Yeah, go ahead.
He wants to avoid.
Would you like to think that our wives break down and cry every once in a while? I think you
seriously,
would.
No, I don't. I was just kind of.
It's not the case. I can call you if it ever happens.
I was really
it's
kind of.
never happens.
Right, I wouldn't say never happened.
But not once every few months.
I was really kind of kidding. But
No, you weren't. But
anyway, a guy in Canada wants to
close to the
avoid
bullseye.
paying child support.
wants to avoid paying child support, yes.
Because he was asleep when the child was conceived.
Oh.
That is his.
That's his rationale for
Yes,
not
his
needing
defense.
to be on the spot, not needing to be looked for child support, because
Right.
basically he's claiming rape. I mean, that would be rape.
Well-
If he is saying that he was not really a willing party, he was a sleeping party when, and it was a party, when she was riding him like a bandit on the way out of town, Terry.
Yes.
You'd think he would have woken up right before he was about to spooge, though, wouldn't you say?
Well, according to the guy,
Oh,
he
geez.
said that he did wake up.
Mm-hmm.
He saw the woman on top of him. They were having sex.
Oh, no better sight to wake
And
up to, huh?
he told the woman to, quote,
No.
he demanded that she cease and desist.
Uh-huh. So not only was he sleeping when the act started,
Right.
but when he woke up
Yes.
and became aware of his surroundings, some hefty surroundings, I'm sure,
Right.
he told her, cease and desist.
Just like that.
Yes, that's what.
And
That's
she's like,
his
I don't know what that
quote.
means, but I'm really getting off on your little pecker here, so let me keep going here. And then they conceived a child, and he feels like if he has to pay one dime of child support, there's something very wrong with this world.
Yes.
Well, first of all, you got to ask yourself if you believe his story. Do you believe the story of a man who claims not only did a woman get on top of him in his sleep and start riding his stage 5 engorged with blood schlong,
Right.
but then once he woke up, he told her, get off. She didn't.
Right.
You have to believe all this. You can't believe just a part of it. You have to believe all these things. First of all, that she got on him when he was asleep and hard. Second of all, he woke up, realized what was happening, told her to get off. She refused.
Right.
Third of all, he nutted. Then fourth of all, they conceived the child.
Right.
You have to believe all those things if you do believe all those things, then I think you're going to be inclined to say, yeah, the guy doesn't need to be paying child support under those circumstances. However, how likely are you to believe that this has happened to any guy out there? Or maybe one or two of those things have happened where, yeah, it's not out of the question that in a man's sleep a girl sees his situation all good and ready, and she's like, oh, well, I don't need to wake him up. I'll just, little reverse cowgirl here, and there I go.
Love that.
Mm-hmm. That's happened. Yeah. That's definitely happened.
Sure.
But then you factor in the guy didn't want it to be the case. He told her to get off his situation. She refused to get off his situation. He then climaxed, even though he didn't want to be a part of it. He wasn't a willing participant, and yet he got to the ultimate height of heights. Not that that's out of the question. That can happen.
Sure.
But all these things put together, and then on top of that, their sperm and egg met together and said, hey, there, nice to meet you. We're a perfect match. Yeah, dance with me, tango, samba. And they conceived a child. Please. Please. If you believe all those things and you're in the jury box and you vote that the man then still should pay child support, you're crazy. But I think you're likely to believe that the dude is a liar and trying to come up with a crafty way to get out of his child support payments. And who's to say he's lying? It's a he said, she said situation.
Pretty much.
It's a nice try, though.
I mean, can you imagine?
If you don't want to pay child support, it's a nice attempt.
He could have pushed her off, right?
Well, it depends how big our subject is here.
Oh, we can only bench press like 160.
Mm-hmm. And if she's got him in a compromising position, and he woke up, let's say he had 30 seconds to read and react. Read the defense and react, Terry.
Right.
It's a football term.
I got it.
He had 30 seconds.
Yes.
I looked at Hotshot for confirmation. That's a football
That
term.
is a football term.
Read and react, Terry. Survey the defense and react to the situation. She's on top of him, reverse cowgirl, maybe non-reverse, maybe double reverse. And
double reverse.
He then, in reacting, says, I don't want you on top of me having sexual intercourse with me and my schlong. Get off, please. Cease. Desist.
Right.
She refuses. He then says, I'm giving you one more warning or I'll have to get physical. She still refuses.
Yes, she's just.
She's like, yeah!
Yeah, Terry, she really knows how to do it.
Oh, she's very crafty with a lasso. And then he tries to get physical and is unable to get physical enough with her to get her off of his situation.
Right.
I mean, all these things have to be believed for you to get this man out of his child support payments. If you believe them, then him having to pay child support is ridiculous. No man, under those circumstances, first of all, not to mention the trauma that he's undergone, basically a victim of rape. Yes, men can be raped.
Yes.
Happens all the time. But how likely are you to believe it in this situation? Or any situation? Yeah, it happens, but we never believe it. So, have you asked yourself the questions?
I have.
Have you come up with an answer?
I do not believe.
Of course not. Predictable.
Very.
No man can be raped. Every man wants it.
Do you believe it?
Not really.
All right, then. So, why am I the bad girl?
Because, I don't know. Because, because it shouldn't come out of your mouth. It's not a very believable situation.
Okay, thank you.
How much should the woman weigh, Terry? This is very relevant.
Tell me anything about the woman.
If it really being a news covering outlet, this wire service or whatever news source you're using to get this story, they should absolutely put the tail of the tape in the story.
Edmonton Sun.
The Edmonton Sun. Well, the Edmonton Sun has let their readers down, and us for that matter, by not putting the tail of the tape in the story.
You want to reach? You want everything?
I want reach. I want wingspan. I want age. I want height. I want weight. I want fist size.
Oh, yeah, most importantly.
I want everything so that I can get a good understanding as to whether this man was capable, as you say, Terry, of getting physical if he feels like he's involved in a rape situation, the wrong end of a rape situation, like there's a right end, of course there is, then, and he couldn't make it stop.
Don't forget cankle size. Very important.
Wow.
I want the girth of the cankles.
Oh, my God.
I want a tail of the tape in the story.
I'm going to try and find you some.
Find me a tail of the tape.
I will. Hold on.
1-866-663-T-Man. What is your reaction to this, ladies and gentlemen? You've heard, I'm sure, hopefully you've just heard, and you haven't had to deal with a situation where child support payments were, in some crafty fashion, being attempted to be squirmed away from. Is this reasonable? Do you believe this man's claim? Terry read you the story. Is it a likely scenario? Pat, you're on the air. Hello. Hello, Pat.
Hey.
Hey, Pat.
Man, the thing I don't understand is, first of all, how'd the woman get in this bed?
Well, maybe they were boyfriend and girlfriend, and...
No,
they weren't?
No,
Oh.
According to him, they went out.
He just didn't want to have sex that night.
Well, no. What was it? He fell asleep
And
at
then
a friend's
second of
house.
all,
He doesn't
if
care.
he really did get raped,
I don't even think he hears Terry. She's so deep and throaty. What's that? Terry, what were you saying? It's very important.
He fell
I think.
asleep at a female friend's house.
Fell asleep at a female
back
friend's
in
house.
2006.
Let me see the story.
Back in 2006.
Was it back in 2006?
Yeah. The child is 2 years old. And he's been paying child support up until this time.
Okay.
Up until the court.
A guy in a little area of Canada northeast of Winnipeg, oh, she certainly won a peg, didn't she, is claiming he doesn't need or doesn't feel responsible to pay child support because he was asleep when this female friend, she was a friend, Terry.
She was a friend.
He's not saying she was some stranger at a party. A female friend climbed aboard.
Yes.
And started having sex with him while he was still in a... Was it a half passed out, half sleeping situation? Or it just doesn't...
Sounds like it.
It says... It does not point out whether alcohol was involved. It says he was sleeping.
Right.
9 months later, after that party night, he had a kid.
Yep.
Yeah. Can't be a true story. Pat, what were you going to add here?
well, I was just going to say is if he did get raped, which is highly unlikely because, like you said, all four of those have to be in effect. But if he doesn't have a police report or anything, he's definitely going to be paying.
But do
for the
men
next
who get
18 years.
raped really fill out police reports? And this is not the hold. This is not the hold you down, cover your mouth, jack your legs apart with your knee kind of rape. Not that I'm all privy to all this.
Whoa.
But I've seen a lot of movies.
Pull someone into the van by the hair.
Right.
Kind of routine.
So this is not necessarily the violent rape that needs to be reported kind of thing.
Right.
So you're saying if he didn't fill out a police report, then I'm not believing his story. If this situation happened, as this man describes, and those 4 things need to be believed by you, the jury member, can't you at least allow it to be understandable in your mind that he didn't need or feel that he needed to fill out a police report?
Well, of course not. If he's not going to fill out a police report, which I don't know any guy that's even getting raped, first of all, he regardless, he's going to be.
All right, so it comes down to it's that cut and dry for you. If you're in the jury box for this trial, I don't even know if it's going to be a jury situation, probably not.
Right.
But just hypothetically, if you were in the jury, if there was no police report, you're voting the man has to pay child support because you're not believing his story.
Yeah.
All
Hey,
right.
he got laid. He got some pennies.
That's what it comes down to for you. So men who get raped, hey, you got laid. Women who get raped are taken more seriously.
Hey, you got laid. Oh, no.
If you said to a woman who got raped, hey, you got laid,
Right. That'd be nice. If you're a juror.
that would be an outrage.
What if you're a juror on a rape case?
Where's the man's rights? Lucky, you're on the air.
Hello, how you doing?
How are you, Lucky?
I'm okay.
What can I do for you?
Yes, I believe that because I was actually in that situation before.
Oh, jeez. Same thing happened to him, and yet they call him Lucky.
Right.
So you got, what do you mean
true.
the same thing happened to you to the full extent that you were
Oh yeah,
just
a
the
friend
sex?
of mine was
Just
dating a girl. I was dating a different girl,
Yeah.
and the girl, the girl that I was dating was always bragging about things that we would do and stuff. So my friend's girl was always trying to flirt with me behind my friend's back.
She couldn't help herself. She heard how big and endowed the man is, and she couldn't resist the opportunity when he was sleeping to jump aboard that huge slong that you heard about and ride like there's no tomorrow.
I should be kind of lucky after this.
We already know how the story goes. Yes, Lucky. Now, as I was asking, does the story go to the fullest extent that you then had a child with this woman that raped you, or what?
Yeah, she called me.
Wow.
She asked me to help her move.
I don't even believe Lucky's story. I gotta believe this person in Winnipeg's story.
I don't think I'll believe any guy that says this.
Lucky cheated on his girlfriend, and not only wants to not take responsibility for the child, but wants to tell his girlfriend that he got raped.
Right.
Lucky, are you telling us a true story?
You can call her and ask her.
Who, the girl that raped you?
Yeah.
She admits it now?
Well, we got the kid together.
You have a kid together, but she'll admit that she conceived that child with you because, as you say, she heard who was the girlfriend at the present time kept chirping in her ear about how good you were, how big you were, all that stuff.
Wow.
And then when she saw a crack in the window, she jumped aboard and pretty much raped you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Tell me, go back to that night where you claim you got raped and tell me every detail of how it went down.
She had a friend living with her, and her friend was moving out. She asked me to come over and help her move her friend out. I came over.
All right,
and
stop
helped her
right
move
there.
her
Stop
friend out.
Stop right there. So the girl who was friends with your girlfriend at the time,
Yeah.
unbeknownst to your girlfriend, calls you and asks her if you can help her move her and a friend. Right then and there, I feel like I'm getting laid. If one of my wives or girlfriends, friends calls me, and my girlfriend doesn't know about it and says, "Hey, big strong boy,
Big strong.
Whoa.
I didn't feel like I needed to call your girlfriend as a buffer here. I'm just calling you. Could you come over to my place and help me move and my roommate move?" I'd be thinking, "Oh, it's on. It is so.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Are you
Probably.
kidding? Does it need to be more blatant?
Nope.
It's totally on. All right, so she gives you that call, and you go over there, and what happens?
And there's 2 girls that live there. One of them was moving out. They asked me to help the one move out and move the heavy stuff. So I said, sure, no problem. I was just getting off of work. And I went over there.
Turns out the heavy stuff was her ass.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, go ahead.
and I helped them move their stuff.
Yeah.
And the girl that wasn't moving out, she had a kid. She had a newborn that was, I don't know, less than a year old or about a year old.
Newborns tend to be, less than
He
a year
was
old.
crying.
Yeah.
He was crying,
Right.
so I sat down on the bed with him, and I started, trying to, get him from crying and stuff. I was giving him a bottle.
Nothing like a stranger
And
to get
I
a baby to
kicked
stop
back.
crying.
Right.
I kicked back
Story's
on the
getting a
bed.
little scary now.
to,
Yes.
to
Raping a baby.
a
Yeah, go
bottle and
ahead.
stuff.
Weird
I fell
story.
asleep, and I woke up with her on me, just going to town.
Okay, so let me see if I caught everything here. You were trying in an unbelievable sign of generosity to get the baby that you didn't know from a hole in the wall to stop crying.
No, because she was dating a friend, and I was dating a different girl. But our two girls was buddies. They were all friends. They all hung out together.
Right. All right. Whatever. So you're on the bed. You're shaking the rattle. You're feeding the baby with a bottle, and then all of a sudden, from the exhaustion of all that, the stress, whatever.
No, I had just got off of work.
And the work that you put in, the hard day, you pass out once the baby stops. So you and the baby fall asleep together. They take the baby off the bed, I'm assuming, before she jumps on your dilly there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so she takes the baby. She says, "Oh, look at the two men crying. Sleeping together. How cute." And the way he got the baby to stop crying. Oh, I wish he was my boyfriend. Well, he's gonna be now. And she took the baby away. Were you undressed or she undressed you?
She did.
So,
why would I be undressed in her house? That
But
wasn't my
again,
girlfriend.
you're not passed out. You're not drunk. If she's undressing you, aren't you waking up?
No, I was out. I was dead to the world.
If you're passed out from alcohol, maybe a woman undressing you doesn't get you to notice what's going on. But if you're just
I've never
sleeping,
drank
I don't
before.
care how tired you are from a hard day's work.
Right.
I don't care how hard the day of work was and how much stress also was added on top of it from getting the baby to sleep. If you're sleeping and some woman starts taking off your clothes and you're not even buzzed or drunk, or drugged out of your mind, you're waking up.
Yep, you are.
So what kind of story is this, Lucky? You're lucky I'm not.
Caller of the day.
You're lucky I am not the opposing attorney here, Lucky.
Did not happen.
You stayed asleep even though she undressed you fully.
No, she got my pants down enough to do what she wanted to do.
She took
But
you.
no, she didn't undress me fully.
She unbuttoned your button fly. She pulled down the fly. She yanked down your trousers. She fluffed you up. She went to town, and you slept through it all.
No, I woke up during it, near the end of it.
You woke up near the end.
Might as well just finish.
And what was your reaction when you supposedly woke up there, Lucky?
I was a little surprised because,
Little?
like I said, she had called me several times trying to get me to meet her, and I would never meet her.
Your girlfriend's best.
because she was dating my homeboy.
Your girlfriend's best friend and your good friend's girlfriend is on top of you. She took advantage of you in your basically comatose sleeping situation, and you woke up near the end and you were surprised.
Oh yeah.
And then you finished your business, and months later she told you that you impregnated her.
No, it wasn't months later, but yeah, basically yeah.
Well, when was it? It couldn't have been the next day. It was probably months later.
Huh?
When was it, Lucky?
That what? That she told me she was pregnant?
Yes.
As soon as she found out.
Well, it was probably months later.
Yeah, about a month.
Your story sounding a little sketchy, Lucky.
Okay, well, you have your opinion, and I know reality.
And you have a child that you're paying child support or not paying child support?
Oh, no, I am.
You are.
It's not reality.
It's actuality.
Did you get a DNA test on this child that's supposedly yours? You did.
Oh, yeah.
And it's your child.
And Lucky, you are the father.
I told you, you messed it up.
Sorry, I just got a little Maury flashback there.
Now, is this a story that's one of those lies that he's told enough times that he actually believes it's true?
Could be.
Or do you believe his story? I just can't believe that.
No matter how tired I am, if some girl hops on top of me, I want to know.
No matter how tired you
but
are.
undoes your pants and
Yeah,
and starts undoing your pants and pulling them down.
Right,
you're
right,
waking up.
All right, first girl to come down, I'm going to fall asleep. You can try. See if I wake up or not. Do your night job.
All right, Lucky, we hate to call you a liar, so we'll tend to believe your story and the fact you can relate to this guy in Canada who's claiming pretty much the same thing.
Yes.
Why didn't you think, like this guy in Canada came up with the idea of taking her to court and not refusing to pay child support?
Whether you go to court or not, if it's proven to be yours, then you're still end up paying child support. It doesn't matter.
Not if the sex was against your will. I would think any judge in their right mind would assume that if a sex act took place against a man's will, that he's not responsible for child support.
I don't know.
Okay, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Leave it at I don't know.
I don't know, yeah.
And there it is. 1-866. Good job reading the story, though, Terry.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'll tell you what. I will tell you a story. Oh, it just came to my mind that happened yesterday, by the way.
Oh.
So that's why it's fresh in my mind.
Oh, okay.
Of a little, just to take the pressure off you a little bit, Terry.
Thank you.
Just to give you a little break and maybe even cheer you up. It's such a ridiculous story that I'm going to tell you. Or maybe not. That it may cheer you up a bit.
Okay.
All right?
Is it a workplace story or where did it happen? I'm dying to know.
Did not happen at work.
Okay.
If it happened at work, you probably would have heard about it by now.
Yeah, maybe.
And it's not. It's this way.
All right.
All right.
I have lots of questions.
Just trying to give Terry a little time out here.
I appreciate that.
All right.
So do the listeners.
Probably overdoing the story.
Yeah.
But just happened yesterday.
Okay.
I'm trying to tell you.
Thanks.
But I have to take a break, and I'll tell you after these words.
The T-Man Show.
Ever had a few drinks and then decided to email your ex or your boss and then, boy, you really regretted it the next morning? Google is testing out a new feature called mail goggles that might save you from yourself.
Is that right?
The name comes from the slang term beer goggles, the effect alcohol has on improving the attractiveness of the people around you.
Oh, is that the definition?
Once you activate goggles, it will ask you to solve a series of math problems in under a minute before it will send the email. And you can set the level of difficulty, even the day and times you're likely to send Gmail, say, after happy hour. If you're not sober enough to come up with the answers, time to drink some water, it says, and go to bed.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe Google needs to leave me alone.
Okay.
Some of those emails that I regretted sending turned out to be some of the best emails I've ever sent. Oh my gosh, I can't believe she's into that. Yes, I'm on my way.
Never would have asked her sober.
No. Exactly. I don't need to be doing math problems when I got a few in me, okay? Leave me alone, Google. You worry about what 2 + 3 equals. Please. The one thing they should be working on is, I don't know, you don't have the iPhone, Terry, but a couple of times when I'm texting and I'll accidentally, because I have big clunky fingers, Terry, I'll hit the send button by accident, and I like to reread it at least, or at least check if there's some, I don't know, even just something like spelling mistakes sometimes embarrass me when I spell something really wrong. And if that send button, you know that you have to.
I do.
I know. It starts scrolling along. There's no way to stop it.
That's bad.
Or if I want to make sure I'm sending it to the right person, because a lot of times the last thing I like to do is check the name before I hit send to make sure I'm sending it to the right person.
I know exactly. And there's nothing you could do. I mean, with the iPhone, you could take out your SIM card.
You got to be quick. Take out the SIM card while it's sending. You're that fast?
No, but I'm just saying, like, what other option would you have?
I don't know if I wouldn't trust that anyway. Because I've had messages that say not sent, and then they reply back to me. I'm like, how'd you get that? I thought it wasn't sent.
There's been situations where I've had to stop a message.
There's been so many times where that little green send status bar is scrolling across. I'm like, oh, I don't want to send this one. How do I stop it? Oh, my God.
No, can't turn it off quick.
Nope, can't do it.
I've had to take out batteries before. Like, oh, crap.
Wow, you're just a wily rabbit.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I think once it starts sending, though, it usually finds a way to the person. You might want to be careful.
Yeah, let's try it.
Like, I've tried to go back to the main menu and found out that even though the send bar hadn't gotten all the way to the right side from the left side, that it still sent it.
Yeah.
Really?
Thought that may do the trick, but once you hit send, there's no turning back.
It's the worst feeling in the world when it's the wrong person.
Let me tell you.
Oh my gosh, I sent that to my wife!
Oh, that would be the ultimate worst. I was ripping on Jimmy Fred one time, and I sent it to him. I felt so terrible.
Nice.
Awful.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, that's what we're hoping they're working on, Terry.
Yeah.
That's somewhere, because it takes about 3 seconds for the send bar to go all the way from the left side to the right side when I'm texting.
Yes.
I would like, even at that 2.5 second status moment, to be able to say, oh, you know what, I decided against this one. Stop!
There should be like an abort button.
Abort!
Oh, there
Switch
you
or
go.
something.
Yeah, there you go.
Ripcord being pulled.
And then go to the sent messages to see if it was really sent.
Yes, that kind of thing. 1-866-663 T-Man. It looks like did our bill winner make the cut here or what? She's on the line, it looks like.
Oh, good.
I didn't even mark the time. I didn't even check what time we read the bill and if she made it in 30 minutes. Not that always becomes a big issue, but
Right.
Patricia Dawson is on the line. Patricia, oh, jeez.
Whoa.
Hi, Patricia.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What can we do for you? Turn your radio down, please.
Okay, it's down. Did I win?
I believe so. We have your MasterCard bill that we called out a little... Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God.
You've been working on that scream. You've been practicing that scream. I mean, we read it out a little while ago, and now here you are. It sounds to me like you are a winner.
Nice.
You still haven't turned your radio down.
Okay, it's down. I'm at my neighbor's house. She has the TV like blasting.
And you can hear us through the TV?
I'm sorry. Can you hear?
You and your neighbor sound a lot alike. I know. It sounded like you from a distance.
Yeah,
You sure you don't have
okay.
imaginary friends?
Interesting.
No, I think so.
What are you and your neighbor all cozy like doing together there?
We're watching TV.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Hello?
Hello? Can you turn it down? Your neighbor doesn't have to hear every second of this. She can take your word for it.
He fixed the phone so it'll be louder.
We're going to pay your MasterCard bill, believe it or not, Patricia.
You are?
Yes.
Ah, my God.
Third time she hit us with that scream.
Is that annoying or something?
Well, do you have any other kind of reactionary tone, sounds, effects?
I'll have to dig down and see what I can come up with.
Okay, I'll say it again. We're going to pay your entire balance of your MasterCard bill there, Patty.
Thank you.
Oh, much better. Patty. Did you send in a bunch of bills, or is this the only one?
No, I sent in one.
You sent in more than one.
Yeah.
Is this one of your favorites?
Huh?
Never mind. These questions get more difficult as they go along. Congratulations, Patricia. Well
Go listen
done.
to the TV and talk back to it.
All right?
Okay.
All right, hang on.
Oh.
She's confused.
Yeah, she is.
I don't think she fully believes we're going to pay it. Because we're probably not going to. You know why, Terry?
Why?
I think that was another example of someone who doesn't traditionally listen to this station.
Yes.
That just pulled a fast one in the T-Man Pays Your Bills promotion.
I wasn't feeling that, but you're a better judge than me.
I'm telling you. She may have had a youngish sounding tone to her. She wasn't a day under 40.
Oh.
Yeah, a little bit of a forced scream there.
Pasty, find out how old she is.
How
Hold on. Patricia,
Hello?
how old are you?
I'm 35.
Oh, there you go.
She was 365 days times 5, under 40.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. God. She's not a listener.
Really?
She's
Ask
not.
her a trivia question or something.
No, I have other things to do this morning, Terry.
All right.
But I want real station-sounding listeners to be winning this stuff. Are they not sending their bills in, Terry?
No,
or
I
are they
think
just
they are.
outnumbered by those
outnumbered.
that heard the Pay Your Bills promotion going on this station
Yes.
and have fired in their bills like crazy people?
Outnumbered.
I don't think they're outnumbered. I think our listeners, our P1, as they call them, listeners,
Yes.
just don't send their bills in. They have bills.
Yes.
Everyone has bills.
Yes.
They don't send them in. They let them sit there. They don't take this seriously. They don't realize that this is a big thing, Terry, that can be very helpful, as much as the prize pigs out there.
I know.
You're not paying them. Send them to us. Let us try.
Mm-hmm. I want to hear real listeners winning this contest, Terry.
I understand that.
And not Patty Dawson's.
Patty.
Congratulations, Patty.
Congrats.
Yes.
Good job. At
But
least she
that's
was
all right.
listening.
Yeah, she's watching TV.
But she heard her name. She called.
She's
on
watching
time.
The View.
They don't pay your bills.
Mm-hmm. Try to get Whoopi to pay your bills, honey.
Oh, man.
1-866-663 T-Man. Sarah, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
I just wanted to comment on the story earlier, even though it's a little bit late.
Where's Sarah's bills?
Where are your bills,
Where
Sarah?
you didn't send them in, did you, Sarah?
I didn't.
Of course not. Why should she? She listens every day.
I do, actually.
I know it. Why would she send in her bills, Terry? She listens every day.
I don't know.
You don't send in your bills if you listen every day. You send in your bills if you listen to other stations.
Maybe.
That's how it works. Why haven't you sent in your bills, Sarah? You're not taking this contest seriously enough?
I just don't have very good luck with contests.
Maybe that's the attitude.
Is that the mindset of this station's listeners?
Could be.
I never win these things. Bad luck follows me around.
Could be.
Well, that's the wrong attitude. Because Patty Dawson just took your bill. Just took
Okay,
your
I'll
money.
send it in tomorrow.
She just took your money. Go get even and rob her.
Wow.
What's up?
I had two things.
Yes.
I wanted to comment on the story earlier about the guy who got the girl pregnant when he was supposedly sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
And my question about that would be, it would be valid if that was the only time they'd ever had sex. If they had sex even afterwards, I don't think that would be valid.
I think both the caller and the story that Terry read, it was pretty clearly the only time they ever had sex.
Yes.
Well, and then why wouldn't he have tried to fight it earlier if he was paying it for 2 years?
Why would he try to... You mean the caller?
No.
The
guy
story.
in the
Canada
story.
guy.
The Canada
He is trying
guy.
to fight it. He hasn't paid a child support payment yet. He's trying to fight it from the beginning, from the get-go.
Oh, I thought Terry said that he had been paying since
No, you're confusing the caller with the story.
Okay.
The story guy hasn't paid yet, and he refuses to pay, and he wants the court to tell him that he's right, that he doesn't have to pay, because he got raped. You ever raped a man, Sarah?
Wow.
Well, then the other thing
That she's done. Sending her bills done. The other thing is what?
is it's my birthday today.
Oh, well, happy birthday.
Happy
Thank
birthday.
you.
If you had sent in
I
your
was going to
bills,
try to coerce you into singing to me.
I caught none of that. All right, thank you.
She wanted you to
She wants
sing
what?
to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, likely. Jeremy, you're on the air. Hello.
You sang earlier to me.
Yes, Jeremy.
Yeah, you did.
I sang earlier?
Yeah, some song I didn't know.
Remember?
Oh, come on, that wasn't singing.
I think I found it though.
Yes, Jeremy.
I have a funny story regarding sending in a text message. Actually, it was a picture message to someone that I didn't mean to.
I can't even hear you, though, dude.
You can't?
No. You on speaker? You on a headset? What are you on?
Yeah, I'm on Bluetooth. Hold
You're on Bluetooth? Yeah, take it apart, man.
Yeah, get it.
Yeah, all right, hold on.
Second.
Mm-hmm. I want to hear your story, dude.
All right.
I want to hear your
Much
story.
better. I forgot my story.
That's right.
I got to hear my story.
I wanna
Your
hear
story's much
story.
better.
You forgot to remind me.
I just did.
Happened last night.
Too
remember?
late.
No,
What do you mean too late?
Come on.
I just said I want to hear your
You
story.
should have reminded me at the beginning of the segment.
You took the
I got to
first-
clear out a whole segment for this story. I forgot all about my story. All right, I'll tell you my story. Hang on. We have time? We'll make time. I'm going to tell my story. But first, I want to hear Jeremy's story because I promised Jeremy I'd hear his
Don't
stupid
forget,
story.
we want to hear your story.
I promised Jeremy I'd hear a stupid story. They can hear my stupid story. We'll hear a lot of stupid stories. Yeah, Jeremy, go ahead. You have to remind me that I completely forgot.
I did.
I'd rather hear your
If you don't remind me like 2 minutes from now, I'll forget again.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Jeremy.
I'd rather hear your
See, I already forgot. You rather hear my story?
Yeah, I'd rather hear your
Really? He's given up his own story to hear my story.
Very generous.
Wow, that is serious.
That's
now the
good,
anticipation for my story is a little too high now. I'm a little worried about this. I'm a little worried. Jeremy was all gung-ho. He took apart his Bluetooth to tell us a story.
Yes.
He busts the phone to his ear, which he hasn't done in years, to tell us his story, and then he clears the way for me to tell my story.
So tell your story.
Well, now the pressure's too much. I can't tell my story. It didn't happen last night. It happened yesterday afternoon.
Right.
All right?
Right.
So what real good stories come out of an afternoon?
You never know.
Oh, yeah, true.
All right.
Some good ones.
You ready for my story?
I am.
Hey, I forgot to remind me.
I didn't.
You kind of did, but you say you didn't, and that's fine. All right. Jeremy, you sure you're ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, here's my story.
Okay.
It's yesterday afternoon. You know I'm going through this physical therapy thing, Terry.
Yes.
I busted up my ankle. I tore up 3 ligaments, and I never realized that physical therapy is something I would ever do, and really thought it was more witchcraft than anything. But
What?
really,
Witchcraft?
now I'm kind of
Rehabbing an injury you thought was nonsense?
I never really had a major injury. Never broke a bone. Blah blah blah.
Wow.
Let's knock on some serious wood. I'm pounding on my head. Okay.
It's witchcraft.
Now I've kind of changed up my philosophy. Hey, I'm really getting the benefits of physical therapy. I like the loving touches. I like the stretch. You know, the rebuilding of the ankle muscle, whatever it is. They're rebuilding. It's working. I'm liking it. Okay, I'm feeling it. I would like our insurance here at the big old company to cover more than 80% because everyone strolls in and their insurance seems to cover 100%, but that's a whole other issue.
Okay.
Whatever. I'll pay the difference. because I love physical therapy. I'm going to go way after I'm recovered, Terry. And sign me up for a 3-year program.
Wow. You're the strongest ankle on the planet.
It's been exactly 9.5 weeks.
Oh, great movie.
I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, my God.
Since my ankle injury. And I've been going to physical therapy for the past 3 or so.
Right.
All right?
Gotcha.
Now, yesterday, I'm at physical therapy. And my lady there is, my girl is doing what she does really well. She's pulling, stretching my ankle. You know, I had already done my exercises for the session.
Sure.
You know, some leg presses, some calf stretches, blah, blah, blah. You know, really impressing them with how much I can push up and down on the old squat rack there.
Yeah, I'm going to need some more weight. These ones here aren't going to be sufficient.
Yeah, since we're at this, which way is much please? Yes. So now we're at the point where, you know, I've done the exercises and
yes,
they gave me I don't know what they call it. Never mind. It's not part of the story. Anyway.
Enema.
Okay. Oh, I love that part of the physical therapy.
You
yes.
get that of yours? All right.
Mm-hmm. Every physical therapy session needs a good enema.
All right.
And maybe this story does too. Anyhow,
yes,
she's pulling at my ankle. She does like this 10-minute routine where she stretches all angles, and she actually measures how flexible my ankle has become.
Oh, good.
She takes out the slide rule.
Oh, yeah.
And she goes for a little measurement moment.
Right.
Like every good woman should, Terry.
All right.
All right?
Got
And
it.
she points out to me in the first minute of stretching that my ankle has already reached new levels of flexibility.
Wow.
I think it's more flexible now than ever.
Good.
But that's beside the point.
They do say that sometimes, that you build it back stronger than it was before.
We're 1 minute in. I hope that's the case. We're 1 minute into like the 10-minute stretching session.
Sure.
And all of a sudden I feel this really big.
Come on.
Thanks for,
I had no idea. Really?
I feel this really big fire coming on.
Are you?
I mean, and this is like, this physical therapy place is busy, okay?
Right,
and it's
right.
like a hospital environment where the beds are lined up in a row, and there are other physical therapy people getting
Working on
their
people.
things done to them.
Right,
and I'm
right.
realizing I cannot let this go. There's no possibility. I mean, many times a person in their particular typical day has a moment where they realize, okay, I got to hold this back.
Right.
That's every day,
That's
though.
that's common decency.
Sure.
However,
When did that
I
happen?
have some common decency.
Okay.
However, the reason I'm up
Ruined your
against
story.
it now is she's fighting me on it and not even realizing it because she's pulling at me so hard.
And you're trying to.
You thought pulling on someone's finger did the trick.
Yeah, I was wondering why that happened.
Her pulling on my ankle makes this fight an actual outright battle that I'm having with her, and she doesn't even know it.
She's like, "What is your problem?"
She doesn't know there's anything wrong with me. I'm just sitting there going, yeah, this feels really great. Meanwhile, I am fighting at all costs to hang on to this one because I felt like it was going to be a loud one, too. Not that a silent one would have been any better, but you can tell when they're going to be loud, you can tell when they're going to be silent.
I don't want to
right?
hear the end of the story for some
No,
reason.
I did too.
I don't want to hear the
So
end
is
of
it like a constant fight? Like she's
You
fighting?
don't want to hear the end of it?
No, I
either?
do. I said I do want to hear the end of it.
I don't
If
want
you
to
didn't want to hear the
hear
end of it, I would stop right here.
Nope, I give it to me.
Oh, geez.
Oh, yeah.
You need to be a physical therapist. Anyway.
This story has a bad ending.
So I'm the only one in this room. I'm the only one in this entire place that knows this is the case.
Right. Well,
She's yanking at my ankle, and I'm thinking, oh, she pulled.
Oh, no more yanking my ankle.
I'm thinking she's one pull away every second here from this one flying, and it's not even going to be anything I can control. But I am fighting it tooth and nail.
right.
Fighting it.
Now, do you typically have trouble fighting it?
No, I'm very good. I have
Okay.
a very in shape sphincter.
Okay, you have all the elasticity left?
Yes.
Okay.
You can tighten it up when need be.
So her pulling on your ankle really
Pulling
didn't
on
help.
the
That was
ankle
the tough part.
that was the problem
Okay,
here.
all right.
That's the battle that I'm in. Normally, it'd be like,
Wow.
all right, I'm in public. I can't let this one go, and it's gone.
All right, and your stomach
Right,
eats it,
right.
right?
Yeah, your stomach eats it back up and swallows it and saves it for later.
Sorry. That's why I always thinking it.
and
that
you hear a
would've-
big gurgle, and
That
you
would have been the case here. My stomach was trying to swallow it back up, and she kept pulling it back out
Oh, man.
and not realizing. So I'm fighting it. I'm counting down the minutes. I'm like, okay, I think it's been 6 minutes. I only got 4 minutes left to hang on to this thing. I think we're getting close to the end here. And it was like never ending, and she's still yanking at it.
Wow.
And then, in that final minute,
Uh-oh.
Come on, we need some music or something.
what
Yes, dramatic music,
do you
please.
think happened?
Was it?
It's going to be an almost anticlimactic ending. I held on to it, and nothing transpired, Terry. You sound disappointed. Look at your face.
I kind of wanted you.
wanted me to blast her in the face.
I kind of wanted you to poop in her face a little bit.
Terry wanted me.
That's what I swear you were gonna say.
No, I
She had
gotta
her-
tell
she
you
had
that
her mouth open.
But you were- but it
I
was-
can't lie about the story.
Right,
It was a
right.
battle. It was an outright war. It was World War III. But I won. This was a war that I won.
Really?
That's great.
Look at all your faces. I mean, I can lie about the story. I could.
You let her have it.
You wanted me to let her have it?
I actually didn't. I would have felt
All
really
right,
bad.
lady, you're asking for it.
I'd have felt really bad for you if you let her have it. That'd be very embarrassing for you.
It would have been.
No, and I knew that. I knew that, and I didn't want to
But
be
what was
forever.
her fault?
I didn't
Well,
want to be.
not
I'm
really.
I'm really enjoying physical therapy, and I didn't want to be forever known as the guy who let one go. I'm sure I'm not the first person that would have ever done that, but
still
I did not-
embarrassing and yeah.
Yeah, that would have been awful. I was thinking that every thought of how it would be
Right, after.
as I'm wrestling with her over this is going through my mind. Oh, they're going to be talking about me. It's going to... I think I've had some bad Mexican in the past 2 days.
And no matter how much you've made it in this world, doing that in front of somebody when you don't want to is the most embarrassing thing ever.
But I faced down the dragon.
And?
I faced the beast.
And won.
And I won.
Good job.
But it was very traumatic.
I bet.
It was really stressful.
But I can see you on the table just like trying really hard.
I was trying really hard too. Oh, it was a second to second struggle. And she's twisting and pulling at my leg and yanking my ankle here. And I'm like, oh, I gotta fall, jeez.
Now, is there any way you could have just rolled over and said, I gotta use the restroom, I'm sorry? I mean, whatever. If you have to do it, you gotta do it. Go to the restroom and then just kill it.
But isn't that still kind of embarrassing to even?
No, act like I got to take this call and walk out in the hallway and just. And,
Eventually, I was
back
too
in.
deep into the struggle.
Yeah.
And I don't want to miss a minute of my physical therapy.
Okay, you are paying for
My
it.
uncle really appreciates that. I mean, I guess I could have, but I think she would have known.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost as embarrassing to say, I can't wait 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, my appointment was like there was 5 minutes left in it.
It's a bad feeling.
And if it's like, I can't wait 5 minutes to go to the bathroom, then who am I?
All those memories come flashing back of being in school when you were a kid and doing it and embarrassing yourself.
But I didn't, and no one knew about it. I walked out of there with my head held high.
Way to go, T-Man.
They never knew the struggle that I was undergoing.
You were
For the-
Rocky Balboa to everybody.
For 9 out of the 10 minutes of the ankle stretches, Terry.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Still
And she was in the worst position possible. Not to mention all the other people that were in the room.
Sure.
But she was like right at the launch point.
Bad.
So she was like almost like
she was feet away from the launch point, Terry. Pulling
So
at my
you're
ankle
laying
down
there
there.
with your stomach on your stomach.
I'm on my back.
On his back.
Oh, okay. I thought
I'm
it was
laying
like-
on the bed on my back.
All right.
My legs extended. She's at the foot of the bed.
Right,
You know,
right,
pulling at my ankle.
Wow.
So my ass is just a little bit elevated.
You're lucky you don't have a faulty O-ring.
Faulty.
No, if that was gay, ain't happening.
Oh no, he's long since lost the elasticity even in his anus.
Yes.
Yes.
Big trouble.
It would have been like every pull of the ankle would have been like, oh, let me stretch here. Yeah, and oh, how does that feel? And well, let me get an umbrella. But
That's gross.
I faced down the beast.
Good job.
Way to go.
Nice work.
You all look so disappointed though when I ended that story. And you still almost look a little disappointed. I'm sorry I couldn't accommodate you with a better ending.
No.
My Las Vegas story wasn't good enough for you.
I still haven't heard it, by the way.
Yeah, people need you to do things in your pants, I guess, in order to get a rise
I
up.
think because of my Las Vegas battle.
Right.
This was the day that I was given payback.
Right. Yes.
That Las Vegas story.
Which is what now?
That's too long a story.
Damn.
All right.
Well,
There you go.
I'm glad, actually, that you were able to maintain.
Probably not have to find a new physical therapy place altogether.
Yeah, you would have definitely had to find a new one.
No, I probably do anyway now. Just in telling the story. I'll be still now known as the guy who fought the fight.
Do they know?
They may be listening for all I know. I don't know. I think they have an idea. I haven't told them, but I get the sense, when you get
Yeah,
certain...
you get the sense, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm kind of fighting one right now, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Wait, while we're on the topic, all right.
But this one's no battle unless you want to start pulling at my leg, Terry.
No, I'm good.
All right.
The T-Man Show.
So that's breaking news.
It is, yes.
You want me to say it since your voice is killing you?
Please do.
Can you even do the sounder?
No.
You want to try?
Woo, woo, woo.
Oh, jeez.
Come on, give it a try.
There's some breaking news right now going around these parts and all over the country and the world for that matter. If you're interested,
Okay.
Breaking news, at least from one source, maybe multiple sources, that Jamie Lynn Spears is prego again.
Come on.
I swear to you.
No way.
Is that sick or
Not
what?
possible.
Wow.
How long ago did she have the kid?
Well, following the footsteps of her sister. Her sister,
June 19th.
Brittany, had a baby, coughed it up.
Coughed.
Her VJ coughed it up. Less than months later, she was pregnant again. She wasn't 16, of course.
No.
Jamie Lynn Spears was probably now a couple of days past 17.
Man.
According to a couple of sources, one of them being the National Enquirer, who's been spot on with their claims of late.
Yes.
John Edwards' affair. They broke the first story of Jamie Lynn Spears being pregnant, turned out to obviously be true. And now they're going with a story. So you tell me, Terry.
Yes.
They're saying definitely, or they're saying it's likely, or what are they saying?
8 weeks.
They're saying she's 8 weeks along,
Wait a minute.
carrying her second child.
Wait, when was the other one? When was her kid born?
June 19th.
June 19th, so she's had a good 4 months. 3 months. A few months.
Well,
like 2.5 months.
Plenty of time to let those stitches dissolve
Is
in
that
your
right?
VJ and start plugging away
yeah,
again.
3
How
months
soon
ago,
can you
yeah.
start trying again?
You can start
6
trying
weeks.
like a week later if you're really inspired.
Aren't they in pain down there?
Sure.
Like that's gonna stop her.
Yeah.
What else you gotta do?
But she had a C-section, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Those kids are as fertile as the Tennessee Valley, I tell you.
How sick is that news?
Very.
Man.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's breaking news just into our T-Man in the Morning newsroom. And we don't know the sounder.
I
That
know.
Jamie Lynn Spears may be pregnant again, or likely is pregnant again. They're giving you
8 weeks.
they're giving you to the week that she's pregnant. That sounds pretty pinpoint, accurate information they're going with there.
Yeah, she felt that because she was breastfeeding, she couldn't get pregnant again.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a rule? Someone didn't listen in health class.
All right, so there it is. And also breaking news just into our newsroom. You ready for this? You thought the
Sure.
first one was big-time news? Wait till you hear the second bit of news.
Uh-oh.
Gay phone operator pregnant.
You thought he couldn't get pregnant because he's breastfeeding?
Yes.
He had a butt baby?
Oh, yeah. Of
No,
course.
that is not the secondary breaking news. This is secondary breaking news, but by no means taking a back seat to any breaking news that you might have heard thus far. You ready for the secondary bit of breaking news? That also, when it rains, it pours, Terry.
Okay.
Because this also into our T-Man in the Morning newsroom. Here's your second bit of breaking news.
Okay.
The teriyaki place that Hotshot Scott goes to has been shut down for health violations.
Oh, jeez. Come on.
This just into the T-Man in the Morning newsroom. Himitsu Teriyaki, located at 7903 Snoqualmie, blah, 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 was shut down by the Public Health Food Inspector on October 6, 2008 at 12:30 p.m.
Wow.
They give you to the minute. It's not like they came in darkness and surprised them. They came in the middle of the day and said, over, right in the middle of the lunch rush.
Feel sorry for the guy sitting there eating. Wait a minute.
And here's the reasons why. You ready for this? Shut down on October 6, according to this news source, October 6, 2008, at 12:30 p.m. for the following violations. Foods from unapproved sources. that cat in the alley ain't cutting it.
That does not sound good. What kind of a source are you getting your food from?
Jeez.
Foods, I mean, there's only so many dishes they make there, right? And they all seem to be of the chickenish variety.
Right.
yes?
Beef, pork, yeah, they got it all, you know.
And yet, one of the reasons cited for the reason this place got shut down was foods from unapproved sources. This is your spot, right?
'Tis my spot, yes. I love it. I go there all the time.
How does this make your internals feel right now, hearing this news?
I got a stomach of iron. I ate plenty of stuff bad for
A
me.
stomach of iron.
Yes. Liquid steel.
Mhm. That's not the only reason. Foods from unapproved sources, foods not protected from cross-contamination, poor personal hygiene, hand-washing facilities.
Bob, I told you to shower today.
Inaccessible toxic items not properly stored. The establishment will be reopened once the inspector confirms that all the violations have been resolved, so probably by Friday, so you're fine.
New management.
Yeah, think new owners.
To let you know we did something about it.
This is the place that he goes to nearby where he lives that he's a regular at. Oh, Scott!
Hey, you want the usual? Want the old usual? All right.
Here, kitty, kitty!
Oh, jeez. It's funny you said that because 2 days ago my neighbor stopped by and asked me if I'd seen two cats, and I swear to God, she just asked me that 2 days ago. I'm missing two cats. Have you seen two cats?
A little ironic that the next day your favorite
No.
teriyaki spot gets shut down.
That's funny.
Wow.
Not good. But, the health department can be a little nitpicky. I mean, whatever.
Wow.
All right, let's put the cover of the Inquirer that they're going with on the front page of the TManShow.com so you can see that Jamie Lynn Spears' Prego again. Is that almost as sick as Hot Shot's teriyaki spot being shut down for health violations?
Heartbreaking.
Oh, just pee. Let me make some more teriyaki.
Yeah, I know exactly. Man. Jeez.
The TManShow.com. According to the Inquirer's story, Jamie Lynn was in tears when she found out she was pregnant again.
Yes, and Mom was livid, they said.
And they haven't identified for sure.
Stop it, don't tell me.
Who the father is.
Oh, really?
But the assumption is...
It's the boyfriend.
It's the boyfriend. But this has not been confirmed. If you want to see the front page of the Inquirer that hasn't been released yet, but is due to be released any minute now.
But you know what?
You can see it before it's released. You can wait it before you come back at the TManShow.com.
She's just, it's a typical American family.
That's
Remember
right,
that.
yes.
What? Oh, yeah. Good, it's good for Sarah Palin.
Yeah, this makes Sarah Palin's daughter look totally back on the up and up. Because Jamie Lynn obviously loves being nutted in.
It seems like... Wow. Can't you just do it another way?
Can't she have somebody wear a condom somewhere, sometime, somehow?
The very least.
Can't you chuck in a diaphragm or one of those little 16-year-old deals or what?
Right, very least can possibly pull out. Possibly. No.
Wear a condom. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the pulling out method not safe.
No.
But safer than the other method.
Hate to hit you with all this breaking news at once.
Where the hell am I going to eat today?
I told you where's how's I going to have lunch now?
Oh, boy, was that Clorox or vinegar I put in there? Oh, man, I can't remember.
I bet it was pretty tasty, though.
It's great. It's great. Wherever they...
He's going to go to a new teriyaki spot and be like, it has no taste.
Oh, I didn't know I loved cat. We got a real fancy palate
What
now.
if you now go to a substitute teriyaki place and you're like, this sucks?
Yeah, it probably will. At least they wash their hands. I didn't really care about that crap anyway.
Wow.
I've eaten at worse places than this, I'm sure.
Wow.
But listen to all the reasons that the inspector gave for the shutdown here.
Health department can be nitpicky. Come on.
This sounds like a bit more than nitpicky.
All right. Making a case for him.
You're trying.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, my God.
Foods from unapproved sources.
Took a dump in the rice. That's fine, whatever.
Foods not protected from cross-contamination.
Ew.
Poor personal hygiene, hand-washing facilities. Inspector inaccessible toxic items not properly stored. The establishment will be reopened. I mean, after hearing this, how could they reopen?
I hear you.
But it'll be cleaner than ever now, though.
It was a new place, right? I mean, if it's in your neighborhood,
right.
Everything there is like just been built from woods.
This place is not. Yeah. This place is not older than 2 years.
True.
This place is not older than 2 years.
Absolutely
You
not.
would think if this happened, this would happen to one of those spots that's been open 23 years.
Yeah.
This is a place open 2 years, and they've already been shut down for health violations.
Out.
That is sad. Almost as sad as your lining of your stomach right now.
Oh, yeah. I'll be fine.
Oh, I gotta go. Oh, put your ear to his stomach, Joe. You might hear a meow.
I bet. Ooh,
hear
he's
more than
purring.
that.
He's purring.
Gage, you're on the air. Hello. Gage, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Oh, stop it.
Gage.
You're the Gage phone operator?
Hello?
Yes, Gage.
Oh, what's up?
How you doing, Gage?
I'm all right.
You're on the air, man. I'm going to take some calls here. 1-866-663-T-MAN. Anyone wants to say something? Hopefully it's a little bit more than Gage. You can call now. 1-866-663-T-MAN. Yes, Gage.
Oh, I was calling to comment about the rape thing.
Yes, Gage.
Man, when I was in Job Corps, I know a dude, he was in my dorm, he got raped by 4 girls.
Gang raped. He knows
Yeah,
a guy
he
that's
got
been
gang
gang raped. See, for every story you read, Terry, there's someone in our audience who knows it times 4 at least.
Yep.
Gage is referring to the story earlier of the guy who's trying to get out of his child support payments because he's pleading to the judge to understand his trauma. He was an unwilling party when the baby was conceived. He was in a state of slumber when the woman climbed aboard his speckle and rode him like a bandit on the way out of town, which led to the conception of a child.
Yeah.
Gage knows a man. We talked about whether men can be raped. We went through that old discussion, and
Yes.
Gage is telling us he knows a guy who was gang raped by 4 girls.
Right.
Did he file a police
Poor
report?
guy. Oh, so
They
violated.
They didn't catch him when he was asleep, man. They jumped him, beat his ass.
Stop
And took turns on him?
Yep. Seriously.
Look, stop
They
hitting
held
me.
him
You don't
down.
have to. I'm in.
They held
God.
him down, got him hard, put a rubber band on it.
Put a rubber band on it.
What?
Well, they forgot the cock ring, Terry.
They hard. They turned turns on him.
All right, yeah, we should all be so lucky.
Did he
All right.
file, though? I mean, did he turn him in?
Well, no,
Did
the
he-
health inspector shut him down. Anyway, before I really hit the phones in force here, our good friend, by the way, or should I wait till the next segment to do this? I don't know if I have enough time here.
Wait till you have time.
You remember Dump Truck Guy's on a little getaway, kind of mind-clearing vacation.
Yes.
Well, he has not called in yet this morning. I gave him time to sleep in a bit, Terry. Sleep in Las Vegas means till 1 p.m. But sleep in a bit and call us like he promised he would. And he has not done it.
Right.
So I have used my sources.
He may still be up, though.
To find out where he's staying.
Okay.
And I feel comfortable that I know where he's staying, Terry. So, should I call the front desk or call a cell phone?
Does a La Quinta have a front desk?
Oh. I hear he's staying at the Golden Nugget.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's actually perfect.
Bet you laid one down after a couple bouts of teriyaki at your joint, huh?
Oh, yeah. Nothing golden about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect for him.
So I have
if
the.
That's true.
I've put this aside all morning, expecting that he wouldn't call in.
Yeah. Okay.
Want the room of Dump Truck Guy?
Dump a hoe?
Golden Nugget's actually a little bit better than it used to be.
Has he ever said his real name on the air? Should we protect his real name or what?
Whatever.
Is it under his name or what?
Oh, I would assume so.
Mm-hmm.
Because do we know who he went with?
Went with a couple of guys.
Oh, all right. Well.
Call's not even going through.
Can't afford 800 numbers these days. Times are tough.
See if that works.
Thank you for calling the Golden Nugget Hotel and
thank
Casino
you for
room
thanking me.
reservations. Your call is very important to us. Please listen carefully to the following options.
This may just be a room reservation line, Pasty. It may not be a
For private arrangements,
call a
press
guest
1.
room.
For show reservations, press 2. For casino or slot reservations, press 3.
Oh, slut
For
reservation
guest
sounds
room
good.
reservations, press 4. For all other departments, please
That
press
room
5.
reservations. They're not going to put me into someone's room on this number. Get me the
for
local
calling
number.
Golden Nugget Room
Hi. Hi.
Hello.
Can I have the room of Dump Truck Guy?
You have to call an operator.
Yeah, that's what I thought. What's the number?
Area code 702
Yeah.
385
Right.
7111.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
More than helpful. Thank you. I appreciate it. What are you
Uh-huh.
wearing? Oh, just. All right. You get that or no?
No more toll free to reach someone, huh? Those days are over.
They ain't paying for those calls.
All right.
702.
Your long-distance service has been temporarily discontinued.
Oh, wonderful.
Please call customer
Not a shocker.
service for assistance.
Try a different line.
Let me call a cell phone. Make it a local call.
Oh, that's bad. Times are tough, really.
Mhm.
I'm just kidding.
Budget cuts.
I can't find creamer around this place.
Hey, as long as they pay my salary.
No creamer and no long distance. That's what we get.
Kind of feel partially responsible. All right, let's see here.
That's true.
Hey, I didn't turn down the economy. Dump Truck Guy, I'm calling a cell phone. I don't even know for sure if he's staying at the Golden Nugget. That's what my sources tell me.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Are you tired?
you reckon?
You reckon? Is that what he said?
He did.
You did not say you reckon.
Must be on a country bar last night.
Well, by gosh golly, yes.
Drag it.
Riding that steel horse all night?
No, it's craps, man. Hitting craps.
You playing craps last night or having craps?
He was eating at the teriyaki place.
Uh-huh.
Both.
And I'm up 200, so there you go.
You're up 200?
Indeed.
Wait till you get back 500 by noon. But anyway, all right, you know what? I got to call you back in the next segment. Are you staying at the Golden Nugget, yes or no?
I am.
I have good sources.
You do?
Let me call you right back, dummy. I'm up against a hard break. Computerized break. Can't get out of it.
Right.
All right? We've made contact.
We have.
Go back to sleep. It's your snooze bar.
A minute.
Snooze button.
Love it. My favorite thing ever.
We found him. He's up 200, Terry.
Yay.
Or is he? A lot of guys lie about their gambling
But
winnings.
why would he? Come on.
The most common lie when you lose a lot is, yeah, broke even.
Right.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Probably down low.
So if he said he broke even, I'd be more skeptical as to whether he was lying or not. Up 200 is maybe very feasible.
Okay.
Liquored up,
God, no,
playing
dying to
that
go.
pass line.
All I got to hear about is dying to go now.
Let's hit the... Hit the next plane out.
Let's go.
Give him no place to eat lunch. Might as well.
The T-Man Show.
Speaking of which,
Thank you for calling. I can do two extra hammer
yeah, the room of Jason Johnson. Really? Why? I asked you guys. You said it was no big deal.
Johnson.
Oh, jeez. Big Johnson.
Would you talk to the lady, please?
Oh.
I think she hung up.
Big Johnson? Hey? Oh.
She
Oh,
did.
you want one of those?
He
Sure.
said his name on the air before.
Not
Not
last.
what? Not what?
Not last.
What do you mean last?
Last name, maybe first.
And we know where he's staying. It's on now.
Whatever.
No one cares. Come on, relax.
If he gets bugged and he wants to be moved to a new room, I'll put him in a special suite.
Just come up with a fake name. He can do it. Come on.
Swisher suite, huh?
Just come up with a fake name for everyone's got a fake name they use at hotels, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last name Needles, first name Sharon.
Oh, jeez. Sharon Needles, please. Get it.
Really do.
Yeah.
You guys
Is that not a good one?
Should I try him again or no?
Yes.
I want a better line than his cell phone.
Well, then, I guess you're just going to have to expose him.
I'll change his name for him.
Okay.
I'm going to have Jason Johnson.
Might be tough to get a hold of him.
Everyone be quiet, ladies.
Hi, Golden Nugget Store. May I help you?
Could I have the room of Johnson?
Johnson?
First name Jason. Middle name Jackson. Jason Jackson Johnson. Johnson Jason Jackson. Oh my
God.
Hello? Hello? Anyone? Oh, jeez. See? You almost blew it for me.
Excuse me?
She was irritated.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted to reach to the phone and choke you.
Jason Jackson Johnson. Yeah, that was the best one.
Hello? Is this Jason Jackson Johnson?
What's cracking?
I know it's not your name. It's not your middle name, but all right. If you need a new name, I'll buy one. You've said your name on the air before, once or twice. Come on.
It's all good. Whatever.
It's all good.
Don't bug me.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
See, now we got a nice, clean Vegas slide. He's at Vegas!
So jealous.
That's freaking crazy, man.
Get on a
Crazy
plane.
night.
You've been to Vegas before, but this was the craziest night of your Vegas existence, your Vegas life.
I can't even walk down the street. People want to take my picture.
Why?
I don't know.
Because
I had like 40 freaking pictures with people already.
you got a very unique golden mullet locks-like situation going on there that you just can't find on every street.
There you go, people all cheering up, cheering at me and crap. I'm like, what the hell?
You look
you
like someone
serious?
important, like either some former rocker or, he looks like you should take his picture just in case you didn't recognize who he was.
I've been with him. I've been with him and had people stare at him, and Dumpy's
That's my
gotten
new
him.
life, though.
And
It's
you
true.
were
People do stare at him.
and Dumpy takes good pictures. He
why,
puts his
though.
tongue out. He puts his,
Yeah, because he looks like
his three fingers up.
Like a wrestler or something?
something you don't see.
He looks like something you don't see every day.
It's wild, man. Yeah.
All right, but you played. Let's go over this from the beginning.
He's
You
the last
got,
of a dying breed, man.
you got on the plane. You went to see.
Yeah, let's end it right there. Got on the plane, some fagged on his phone for a half hour so we can't even take off. So
All
I
right.
shoved that thing right up his ass.
Oh, geez. All right, take it easy.
Or
I
if he
know
isn't-
you're under a lot of stress and angst and aggression these days, and this is the part of the reason you got away to relax and de-stressify, and it doesn't sound like it's off to a great start on the plane. So let's start from the very top. You're at SeaTac Airport, and you look and see if your flight's on time. How'd that work out?
It worked out good.
Okay,
Only thing it was like 4.5 hours. I didn't even get to have a cigarette, man, so I was already stressing out.
All right, but flight's on time. That's a big bonus,
Until
considering
we get on there and somebody's on their freaking phone. And I'm like, what the hell, man?
somebody's on the phone, so they refuse to take off.
On the plane, yeah.
So why didn't the guy hang up?
I don't know. I guess he needed me to come over and say, hang up your goddamn phone. Let's go.
Trying to get to
Hey,
Vegas.
You're telling.
Delay like 500 people to take off because this jack off at the back of the plane is on his phone.
He refused to get off his phone, even though they made it clear to him, we cannot take
Yeah.
off till you get off your phone, sir.
Yeah, the pilot came on and said, dude, get off your phone.
I never seen or heard of such a thing.
Really?
I mean, if they made it clear to the guy, we cannot take off till you get off your phone, he's like, no, and he's sitting there on the plane, he's going to be as late as anyone else.
I don't know.
Nothing scares me more than when the lady says, "Turn your phone off." Like I'm freaked out. Okay, I got it. I'll do it.
You just want to do everything right.
Yeah.
That's said, I have my iPod, and they're like, turn it off. I was like, it don't receive a signal. Turn it off. Okay, let's go.
All right, so you needed to be told twice, but like 3 seconds after she told you, you turned it off.
That's it.
This guy.
That's how it should be.
I mean, does this guy get punched in the face or what?
No, nobody did nothing. I didn't even know who it was. He was just like, he was in the back of the plane. I was in the front of the plane.
Oh.
And I'm just going, why are we still sitting here?
And they said what?
And then finally he shut it off, and then we took off, finally.
But you're telling me it was about a half an hour. It couldn't have been a half hour.
Yeah, it was 25 minutes. We were late.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Because the guy refused to turn off his phone for 25 minutes?
That's what they said. I didn't see who it was. I didn't know who it was, but I'm like, enough's enough, man. This dude shuts his phone off, or I'm going to go back, punch him in his head, and then get kicked off the plane, too.
Well, I would have already done that by the time 25 minutes rolled around.
Definitely.
But anyway, so you land in Vegas. Your little dumpy bag is on the conveyor belt. You
Big
grab
dumpy
it.
Bag.
Yeah.
And it had jeans and crap on, so I was like, freaking, how hot is it?
Well, it is the desert. But anyway, all right.
So then we get in the cab, get on the freeway, dead stop, and I'm like, dude, we need to get to the hotel because I'm sweating. So dude just gets on the shoulder, man, past like 200 cars. So there was a wreck. And the shoulder was blocked. Then we got stuck back in traffic.
Were you alone in the cab or you with some buddies?
No, I had 2 people with me.
2 people.
Wow.
Thank God, because it was $55.
The cab?
Yeah.
Because you were stuck in traffic.
Yep.
Jeez.
All right, so you're already in the hole 55, or 1/3 of 55.
Yeah, you don't count that as on the hole.
Not at all.
And no tip. So, yeah, 1/3 of 55.
Yeah, no tip.
All right.
Really?
Guy rode in the shoulder for dumping. He gets no tip. Anyway.
He's a cab driver.
$55?
He's a cab driver. It's not a limo. That's all right.
Here's your tip for the day. Get a new job.
Wow.
That's his tip for the day.
Him and Pasty would get along great.
All right. Now you're at the Golden Nugget.
Jeez.
And you see the luxurious casino in, like, old Vegas. And how you feeling?
I was feeling good. Well, I went to my room. I put my shorts on. Then I was feeling good.
Are you happy with your accommodations at the Golden Nugget?
Oh, yeah. Got a big old 50-inch flat screen. I'm in.
Because that's old school Vegas. He's got a 50-inch flat screen.
The room was pretty freaking nice, man.
They were bought out
That's
by
what I heard.
Harris.
No, MGM Mirage owns Golden Nugget, so they've stepped it up.
I think it's Harris.
The
but
people I came with want to stay. I was like, come on, man.
my guess is Harris, but
Really?
we can bet on
Well,
it.
it was at one point MGM Mirage.
I don't know about that either. Anyway, but maybe it is now. I don't know. I think it's Harris.
I want to go so bad.
Anyhow.
But my point is, when I was there, I was surprised at how nice it is now.
Yeah, they redid the place recently.
Yeah.
So it
was
was
pretty
renovated,
nice.
but
I
it's
was impressed.
not exactly on the strip, though. It's not in main action city
It's all
areas.
good, but I ain't paying $100 a night either, so
All
I
right.
can deal with it.
What are you paying tonight since you brought it up?
$49.
Done deal.
$49 a night divided by 3. You could
And I got a
Checking
flat
it.
screen.
That's all that matters.
and a 50-inch flat screen costs less per night than the cab ride.
Yeah.
There you go.
You didn't have to tip the room.
Yeah, here you go.
right.
TV, here's $5.
Make my bed. Don't touch my dirty drawers on the ground.
Okay.
Sure they won't.
So you get your shorts on, and then what?
Hit the bar.
Hit the bar. The
Some
bar.
bar, I don't
The
know.
bar in the Nugget.
Yeah.
All right. And how's the bar? How's the Nugget bar doing for you?
It was good till I left my cigarettes on the bar, went to the bathroom, I came back and somebody stole them.
That's downtown for you.
Bartender. Anyway, I thought it was the only tip he was going to get out of you.
Yeah.
So
I'll take it.
they took your Marlboro Reds.
No,
Camel Wides. Come on,
Oh,
man. No Marble Red
forget.
crap. What is
I
he,
forget.
10 years old?
Camel Wide. Marlboro
It's
Red.
about- you pay $6 for a shot, and it's about as big as your fingernail. So
Mm-hmm.
enough
Welcome
enough
to
of that.
Las Vegas.
Yeah. So where'd you go then?
What's that?
How'd you catch a buzz?
Went to the liquor store.
There you go. Good move.
There you go.
I've learned that.
Another
$13,
camera.
get a fifth.
Yeah.
All right. So what'd you grab? Cuervo?
Oh, you think?
Yeah. Come on, T-Man.
And how long till the 5th is history?
No, I still got like half it left.
Oh, you do?
Because it's not like you just walk around with a fifth in your hand.
All right, but you could take down the entire contents of that bottle and still be.
If need be, yes.
There has been many a night in your life. Would you say that you've taken down a 5th or what?
There's been a few.
Okay.
But that's the thing. I don't like to get that tore up. Then I start throwing money around like it don't matter.
All right, so you got half a 5th in your system, and then what?
So then we went to go get some grub. Had a nice fat T-bone steak.
You want to go to Vegas now, don't you?
So far, I'm not hearing any Vegas-ish behavior, but...
Well, he's
but-
drunk? I'm in.
He's drunk. He's drunk, and he's having a $1.99 T-bone. So yeah, I guess that is Vegas.
There you go.
No, it was like $45, dude.
Really?
Yeah, they don't have the $1.99.
No, they don't do that anymore.
We had a lot of drinks too.
It's a damn shame. All right, so 40
drinks are better in the restaurant than at the bar.
So we got a $45 dinner. We got a $55 cab ride. We got a $49 room, and we haven't even started gambling yet.
That's right. I'm going to be here for 4 days. I don't want to jump right into it, so I'm just going, all right, that's cool.
And how are the cocktail waitresses at the Golden Nugget? Don't pretend you haven't noticed.
They're all right.
They're all right.
Not special.
Have you talked to Joanne Millionhairs, your estranged wife, since you've been in Las Vegas? And don't lie.
Yeah.
Why?
Because she stayed at my house watching my dogs. And there's another good tidbit. I did get my Rottweiler back, so that made me happy.
Good.
All right, so there's some good news going on.
There you go.
So she stayed at your house knowing you weren't going to be there.
Yeah, because I need somebody to watch my dogs, man.
She's
Got
now a
3
dog.
dogs, they need attention.
She's wife turned dog sitter.
Well, that's all she wants to be.
That's all she wants to be.
Right.
And Dumpy's going to be whatever he wants to be in Las Vegas.
Drag queen tonight. Want to be a woman.
He's got the hair.
Oh.
That was last week in Tacoma. But anyway, what was the highlight of your first night in Las Vegas last night?
Winning big on the crap table.
Winning big on all that money shoved down the drain for the cab ride, for the room, Terry, and for the T-bone steak was all won back, so it was all on Mr. Las Vegas because he won at the crap table.
There you go.
Paying Dumpy to stay there.
$100 to play for about 4 hours.
About time you got something out to play in the cum line, huh?
There you go.
Were you getting free drinks out of it or no?
Oh, yeah.
Were they working or were they small?
Like I said, I was trying to stay focused. I was trying to get all tore up. Stay focused. When I get tore up, then
got to stay focused in craps in order to master the game.
All right, right now I'm going to roll a 5 on a 3. Watch.
So
I'm very focused.
If I was drunk, the 5 and the 3 would have never shown up.
That's right.
So what was your big spot on the craps board, on the craps table?
I was hot hand on the dice, man. I was like, give me hat. And people look at him like, what the hell is he saying?
He's heard me say that for years.
Played hard 8 every time.
But you were just playing hard 8, or you were playing the pass line, or what?
That was pass line, and then whatever number you rolled, and then they put that little round thing on there.
That's called the point.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know the terminology. All I know is
The point
it wins
marker,
me
yes.
money.
So you played the pass line, and then whatever. Let's say you rolled a 6, then you play a hard 6.
Then it pays you.
Right.
Were you putting odds behind it too, or no?
No.
I'm just
playing smart, but I had this old dude next to me, and he's playing $25 a hand, and I'm winning him cash, so he's flicking me chips. Man.
Really? So you're being tipped by an old geezer who loved the way you were shaking your ass.
There you go.
Wow.
Were you minding a shaft, or were you just getting? Were you just getting tips because you were winning for the guy?
That's
I was winning.
Right.
So how much would you say while with one hand under the table? How much would you say the guy threw your way?
I don't know. I didn't really pay attention. I just kept seeing these $25 chips, and all I was playing was $5 chips.
So he was chucking you $25 chips.
Yes.
So that's how you won at the crap table.
No, because I was
You were
winning.
prostituting yourself.
That's right.
I was winning.
He was rubbing you for luck.
Give me money, so that's all I care. I don't care. All I know is I stayed there for 4 hours and I won $200. I don't care how I got it, and I didn't touch nobody's penis.
Always a bonus. All right. So, what is the schedule for today?
No schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Lay in bed right now, scratch my ass, and think about what the hell I'm going to do next.
Translation: Chicken Ranch.
All right.
Dumpy, it sounds like you're off to a good start.
No, yeah, it was a blast but I don't know the picture crap, man. It's just getting a little annoying.
What did he say? The picture crap? What is he talking about?
After we got done playing craps, then I was like, I'm freaking hungry, man. So we went outside and started walking around, and people were just like,
Oh, the
going
picture
nuts,
crap.
man.
Why people wanted to take their picture with you?
I mean, I had groups of people cheering at me. I'm like, looking around. Well, who they cheering at? Oh, they're cheering at me.
Oh, wow.
This is a Tuesday night in Vegas, Terry, and he's causing a riot in the old town in Las Vegas.
Yep.
He's like the last of a dying breed, I'm telling you. He's like a throwback. He like walked off a time machine.
I don't know what it is.
And it's like a new spin on Austin Powers. And
actually, I think we're gonna hit the new town today.
Are you sharing a room with other guys? Or you got your own room?
I got my own room,
Oh,
man.
jeez. All right, take it easy.
Jeez, what do you think I am?
It's just you and that old guy, huh?
Rub stuff on in one bed.
What time's the old guy coming over?
Yeah, what time's the old guy coming by?
You got
some,
I don't know. I gotta go find
You
him.
got some quarters for the bed?
Put some chips in your slot.
Well, you gonna hook up or not?
Probably not.
You talked to any women last night or what?
I just took a bunch of pictures with people.
You go to a titty bar or no?
Whoa.
You did not.
No. I mean, it's like time ran out, man.
Time ran out. You are out of time, sir.
All right.
Time doesn't run out in Vegas. That's the beauty of Vegas.
It does when you drink freaking Cuervo. Then you start getting faded, man.
All right.
Now I'm walking sideways. It's time to go home.
And you still got half of it left.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sure there's stock down there, so we're good to go.
Okay. Sounds
when
like
the half's gone, you can go get another
sounds
one.
like he's off to a running start, Terry.
Yes, it does.
I mean, I think he needs to blast some unsuspected female, but that's where we differ. Right. I think he needs to line them up and knock them down by day 2.5 on this trip.
Yeah, find some of these girls that are taking a picture with him. Make it happen.
He wouldn't tell us, I don't think, if he did, though.
Absolutely not.
No.
I think he's hiding a lot.
Maybe so.
He's got a girl next to him right now.
It wouldn't surprise me.
There's a stripper turned hoe in his bed right now. Let me hear her.
Hear what?
The stripper turned hoe that's laying next to you right now.
There's nobody.
It's the strange.
What if he flies his wife down? Yeah.
Yes.
Me, myself, and I.
Wait, everyone be perfectly quiet for a second. I want to hear the sounds of his room.
There you go. Oh, here's my AC going.
Don't say anything. I want to hear the sounds of your room. Don't say anything for 30 seconds.
And the TV.
Don't say anything.
I'm trying not to. Just like you when you're trying to play a freaking story and you turn your mic off, turn it back on, turn it off, turn it off.
Yeah, but that's me. Anyway, 30 seconds. Starting now. Go.
Can't resist. Can't resist, can he?
I think he's actually covering the.
Whatever.
The. What if you hear in the 30 seconds? All right, young fella, let's go back to your crap table.
Hey, which color?
You were good last night.
Which color toothbrush is yours?
Dumpy continued the enjoyment. I hope the fun and frolics never end in your Las Vegas little experience here. Okay? We'll check back. We'll check back with you soon.
Roger that, man. You have a great dump truck guy there.
There he is. He's dump truck guys in Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah. We should have that on.
Who is the Golden Nugget owned by, Pasty? I know you looked it up.
I did. Landry? Is that the name?
Okay, that's not it. Anyway.
Landry Restaurants, I looked it up too. Bought it from Steve Wynn owned it for a while, and he bought it in '89.
So it's never been owned by MGM or Harris?
Well, Mirage MGM Company. It was owned by the Mirage Corp Company, which is Steve Wynn's.
Not anymore.
Right. It's turned into MGM Mirage now, but it was owned by the Mirage Company. It was sold in 2004 to the Landry Company, whoever that is.
I'm not sure I get any of this, but all right, whatever. We'll find out. It's very important to us. No one else but us.
You guys.
What do you think of Dump Truck Guy down there so far, Terry?
I think he's doing exactly what he was going to do. He's not going to be doing the strippers or any of that.
Whatever.
Like you want him to, but
He better. He better. He's not allowed to come home.
if anything,
You got to stay down there.
That's right. He's banished. If he doesn't do it right, he ain't coming back.
He's
4 days in Vegas.
I know.
Okay.
But he's $200 up.
He's what?
$200 up, right?
Yeah. Because old guy was throwing $25 chips at him. That's how he won.
Easy to win that way.
The T-Man Show.
So the big news of the morning.
Yes.
Jamie Lynn Spears is with child again.
She sure is.
All good, knocked up for the second time at age 16.
Sweet.
If you liked it the first time, the first will be that, second will be that much better. Wow. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's just sick. I'm sorry. Sick.
I don't think anybody's going to argue with you on that at all.
Can't be true, though. Come on, really?
Front page of the Inquirer, the cover of the Inquirer is going with that story.
Yeah, now I have to go with it.
You gotta go with it.
They wouldn't go front page if it wasn't true,
You
right?
got any other? They're not going to embarrass themselves and set themselves up like that. They're breaking all kinds of stories like this and being right time after time over the past 5 or so years.
Yep.
What other stories you want to hit us with before we close it out this morning?
Well, a bunch of NHL teams have hired ice girls to clean the ice during timeouts. Would you like to see that?
Ice girls?
Yes. Sexy chicks in their little...
I know what the concept of ice girls
Well, I
would
know you do,
probably
but
most likely be
Wouldn't they be cold, though?
all about.
All the better.
Call for them with their Hardened and erected little nipples. Cleaning the ice. I don't know.
Yeah.
I kind of will miss the Zamboni, but that's all right.
Right.
It really did a lot for me.
Did it?
What else? What else? Ice Girls. That's going to pack them in. The gore and the fighting is not enough for the man with the beer in his hand, the drumstick in the other, and now he wants Ice Girls. Okay, good.
You got to tart it up a little bit. They're having attendance problems.
Tart it up.
NHL?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh. All right,
They're
what
clearly
else?
the fourth.
What else? What else?
A doctor in Sweden is going to lose his medical license for giving a patient, oral stuff.
Oh, jeez.
Oral
Giving
favors.
them oral stuff.
Sexual oral.
All right, can you get yourself well?
I would love to.
It's hard to listen to.
Do you think?
Okay.
Especially when you leave in the morning and it takes 30 minutes to drive in and you lose it without talking to anybody.
It didn't really get any better throughout the course of the morning this morning.
I don't know what to tell you.
All right, tart it up.
Tart it up.
Tart. I got a little story for you. I think it's hilarious.
You do?
Yeah.
You going to give me a story?
I want to give you a story.
Oh, my gosh.
I think it's funny as hell.
Well, there you go.
Well, why'd you give it a... Oh, dang.
Well, okay.
No, never mind.
All right.
You read it.
On Monday afternoon, a group of students from Campbell Middle School in Daytona Beach, Florida, were being loud and rowdy on their bus ride home from school. So the bus driver stopped on some train tracks with the train approaching and told them he's going to have them all die if they don't quiet down.
Yeah, he said
and he even threatened to get off the bus and leave them there on the train tracks as the train was coming towards them.
Mm-hmm.
Needless to say, that was frowned upon by parents.
That may get him to shut up pretty quick,
It may
though.
actually work. I love that story. Exactly.
Talk now, bitch!
I bet you don't stand up.
Wow.
That's great.
Yeah, that's pretty serious. I'm thinking that the bus driver may not be with his little bus driver employment card this morning.
He has sans employment right now, yes. And they're reviewing tapes to see what happened on the bus.
They have tapes on every school bus
Yeah,
now?
they do.
Is that right?
They do.
Wow.
For real?
I don't know what you have to review.
Fights and stuff,
I
remember?
got so many freaking noogies and there's no tape to
I know.
show them all the beatings that I got.
Yeah.
And now any little kid, any Ribby Robbies of the present day or future is going to be taken care of because the tapes will expose the bullies.
Sitting on the bus driver's lap on the way home, and I didn't want to. Oh, sorry.
Oh, man.
He said he'd fix my bike.
Having to turn her nipples counterclockwise 3 times for a blow pop is now going to be investigated. I don't need that.
Never seen a blow pop like this before.
Uh-huh. So he put him right on the tracks.
Stopped and said, I'm getting off this bus and leaving you all here to die.
And the train was coming.
It was coming, yes.
But then he moved it quick.
He did move it at last.
I
second,
can't
yes.
start it up.
That's what I'd be worried about. Can you imagine? Kill everybody on accident. You're just bluffing.
Last one out the door is more than a rotten egg.
Oh, yeah.
A scrambled egg.
A little worse than a rotten egg.
Oh, jeez. All right, we'll have to
Little
talk about that
bastard.
story in more depth. Tomorrow. Sounds good for
Right,
tomorrow.
Hot shot those one.
The T-Man Show.